point difference.
Karl-Anthony Towns has had a whale of a game. This should be his 18th rebound, I believe. It's 17, excuse me. 20 and 17 so far for him.
Knicks basketball on ESPN New York is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Discover what happens when rugged capability meets true performance. Learn more at Kia.com. Kia, movement that inspires. Towns at the basket to our right with a focused look of determination on his face. Rolls in the free throw. It's a one-point game in Boston. Can the Knicks steal another on the road? 2:27 left in the fourth. Celtics from right to left. Tatum up top to the right wing now. Anunoby stays with him. Left-hand dribble, crosses to his right. Post him up on the far side. Tough turnaround, fadeaway, short. Rebound Bridges, 2:15 to go. Fans in orange and blue hopping up and down here at TD Garden. Fans in green and white putting their hands on their heads in disbelief. The Knicks have yet to lead tonight. Brunson, crossover, top of the key, defended by Holiday. Takes him to the foul line, step back, elbow jumper near side. Knicks take the lead! Jalen Brunson with a step back jumper. 2 minutes left, it's 87-86.
13 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. Now it is imperative that this defense step up, and come up with the stop.
Brown left elbow, left hand dribble, guarded by Brunson, spin, center of the paint, push shot short, rebound tipped around, Bridges has it. 99 seconds left. New York Knicks basketball from left to right, 87-86 after trailing by 20 midway through the third. Brunson, top of the key, screen from Hart, step back left wing, defended by Holiday. Near corner Bridges, catch and shoot corner three, back rim, rebound, Horford had it. Tatum catches and runs ahead from right to left, 1:15 to go. Tatum, slip pass inside, and White is fouled by Brunson in the paint. Knicks had a foul to give with 1:15 left. 87-86. The Knicks are in the lead after trailing by 20 again.
We kept saying the key to the game tonight was going to be composure. The Knicks have done an excellent job of playing composed and poised.
17 to shoot for Brown up top. 1:10 to play. A screen switches Brunson onto Brown. Left point, crossover, pull up two from the left elbow. Strong, but a rebound by White. Tip in, wouldn't go. Rebound Towns, ahead to Brunson, final minute. Speeds ahead, steps in the lane, right hand layup, it's good! Jalen Brunson puts the Knicks in front by 3 with back-to-back buckets. The noise in this building, I'm sure you can hear it. You can hardly believe it, I'm sure as well. Tatum drives the lane, got fouled by Towns and missed a leaning layup. Good hard foul by Cat. Would have been a three-point play if Tatum forced it through. 44 seconds left, 2 free throws for Tatum, 2 timeouts left for both sides.
It has been a tale of quarters in this one. This fourth quarter team has looked completely different from who the Knicks were through the first 3 quarters of this basketball game, outside of demonstrating the same level of composure and grit to stay attached.
Tatum gets the first free throw. That was his first foul shot tonight. 4 of 18 from the field. Gets the second free throw. It stops at 21-2, Knick run. They've got the lead though, and the ball. 40 seconds left. From left to right they go. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Brunson and Holiday. A great battle of guards on the perimeter near side wing. Screen from Hart. Brunson left wing now. Crossover, screen again from Hart. Matched up with Horford. Step back 3 from the wing. Brunson missed it. Offensive rebound, Anunoby. Whistle blows. What do we have?
Stepped out of bounds.
Anunoby stepped out of bounds. You're right, Monica, with 24.2 to go, which means if the Celtics play it right, they can hold for the final shot. How did it come to this? 89-88. Knicks will get in their defensive lineup with Robinson and McBride. But the Celtics, like they did at the end of regulation on Monday, will have a chance to win it. Once again, the Knicks are 1 stop away from a stunner. Joe Mazzulla will call timeout with 24.2 to go in the fourth quarter.
This has been incredible. An absolute display of grit and relentlessness by the New York Knicks. They're going to have to come up with a stop for their lives. It's 0.2 difference between shot clock and game clock.
Knicks basketball, once again, on ESPN New York is brought to you by our local Kia dealers. Discover what happens when rugged capability meets true performance. Learn more at Kia.com. Kia, movement that inspires. When this series began, and really after the last time these teams played in the regular season, the question was, if they were to meet in the playoffs, could the Knicks compete? Would they put up a fight? Would it even be close?
It seems like such a pacifying question now that we're 2 games into this series and they both required clutch time.
It's been unbelievable how resoundingly they have answered those questions. And of course the answer has been yes, with a capital Y. 24.2, so it's interesting. Presumably, the Celtics can hold to the very last seconds and just try to get the game-winning shot without enough time for the Knicks. Neither team has a foul to give.
So the Knicks here going with their defensive lineup. They do have 2 timeouts, though. The Knicks have 2 and the Celtics have 1.
Tatum will inbound from the right baseline. They got to go 94 feet. Gets it to White and a hand back to Tatum. Builds up speed, top of the key, drives down the lane and dunks it for the lead with 18.5 to go. Timeout, Tom Thibodeau. The Celtics did not wait. They hit the gas and they take a 90-89 lead. That was the first Boston field goal in 8.5 minutes.
You know what? I don't mind it. Because now the Knicks can play for the last shot. They already came here and did what they were supposed to do in terms of splitting the series. They now have the opportunity to play for the last shot, and we continue to say that they have the clutchest player in the league, and that's not just us bragging. That is literally the award that Jalen Brunson owns.
Fourth quarter shooting, the Knicks are 12 of 24. The Celtics are 5 of 24, even with that make.
It's really been a tale of the fourth quarter for the Knicks. They're out-rebounding the Celtics 17-10 as well in the fourth.
You hate to give up a dunk in that spot.
Yeah, for momentum, but look at how much time is left.
I mean, you hate to give up such a high percentage shot with the game on the line.
You didn't make it an and one play. You got plenty of time to respond.
Well crafted by Joe Mazzulla. We've seen the Sixers do an augmented version of that where Tyrese Maxey catches in the backcourt and gets a full head of steam all the way to the rim. And that time they switched Robinson onto Tatum, and nothing Robinson could have done to keep up with Tatum's long stride. 5 on the floor for New York with 18.5 to go. It is Brunson, Towns, Anunoby, Bridges, and Hart. They're in this position because of Mikal Bridges. 14 points in the fourth quarter. He has the one and only buzzer beater for the Knicks this season. Brunson will inbound from the near sideline in front of the Celtic bench. Brunson's handed the ball. 18.5 seconds to go. Inbound comes to Hart, hands right back to Brunson, top of the key, sidestep near wing, backs down Holiday, spins in the lane, got fouled from behind and missed the push shot from the free throw line. But with 12.7 to go, Jalen Brunson will have a chance to tie this game or perhaps put the Knicks back in front. 12.7 left. Jalen Brunson is 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. For the season and for the playoffs, he's at 82%. Spins the ball, takes a dribble, and the first foul shot rattles in. That was not a comfortable make, but it counts.
You were nervous, friend?
If you're not nervous, you don't have a pulse.
The free throws I'm not nervous about because Jalen Brunson in clutch. Let's go. Baseball rules don't apply here. Let's go.
90-90. The game is tied. The Celtics have a timeout. Knicks looking to shock the world and take a 2-0 series lead. Celtics want to get the split heading to New York. Second free throw for Brunson. Got them both. That one was a swish. Knicks by 1, 91-90. Celtics not using the timeout. Tatum across midcourt with 10. Top of the key with 8. Defended by Robinson with 7. Right wing 3. Crossover. Foul line with 4. Left block. Step back. Stolen by Bridges. Bridges chucks it down court. They've done it again. They've done it again. The New York Knicks take both in Boston and a 2-0 lead heading back to the Mecca.
I know what the Vegas said. I know what the odds said. I know what the conversation has been. But when I tell you I woke up today feeling a little different. If you want to make it about three-point shooting, cool. The Celtics shot 25% from the three-point line again. But how about you make it about a team determined to defend when it matters most and having the most clutch player in the league on their side? The Knicks did this as a complete team. Everybody contributed. Woo, baby, it ain't about who was the best during the course of the regular season. It's who stands up on any given night.
If you weren't convinced after Monday's thriller, with tonight's win, you gotta believe. You gotta believe anything is possible for the 2024-25 New York Knicks.
All we said was keep it close. All we said was keep it close. Because one team has Jalen Brunson and one team doesn't.
You've said it all year, Monica. You've never been more right about it. We will do our best to listen down the tunnel to see if we have a player available. Josh Hart was doing his best to make contact with us after Monday's win, but things were so hectic.
Oh, my gosh. Not that things are any less hectic here tonight.
They just came back from 20 points down 2 games in a row on the road in Boston against the defending champs.
And held the defending champs to 25% from the three-point line twice.
You had to listen on national TV all day about, the Celtics won't shoot this poorly again. The Knicks just forced them again to 10 of 40 from downtown.
So talk about the Knicks defense.
I will talk about the Knicks defense, Monica. They just forced 30 misses from the Celtics after making them miss 45 the night before. Unbelievable 91-90 win, and they will have a 2-0 series lead heading back to New York. 3:30 on Saturday, where anything is possible. We've got a player standing by. Hello, it's Tyler and Monica. Who do we have down there? Can't quite hear, unfortunately.
There we go. Hey, Kat.
No, I don't hear nobody.
Kat, do you hear us?
Test 1, 2.
Oh, man.
Well, we will have to relay any information we get from Karl Anthony Towns later. But he's a happy man, Monica. He really is. You have to imagine.
21 and 17 from him. A monster performance. Oh, my gosh. And people will point to OG Anunoby not having a tremendous offensive performance, but
I don't hear no.
Kat, can you hear us? All right, don't worry about it. Let's move on.
We'll take a break. We will have Pat O'Keefe's post-game show on the other side of the break. You know, I'll say it, Monica.
Say it.
I don't think the folks here in Boston expected us to have a walk-off interview at any point during this series. We will take a break. Pat O'Keefe has your coverage on the other side of the break. Knicks win in Boston again after trailing by 20 and a 2-0 lead in the series, heading back to New York. 91-90 the final. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
You can count on your friends at Ridgewood Savings Bank to show you the community banking difference with cutting-edge conveniences and a century-long tradition of award-winning service. Ridgewood is the financial partner you can count on today, tomorrow, and all the years to come. Whether you prefer to bank at your local neighborhood branch, from home, or on the go, they're always here to help you reach your goals. Let your friends at Ridgewood be the full-service banking partner you can count on to support you in your financial journey. Visit ridgewoodbank.com to find out more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stay in the game with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup options. The easy and secure way to grab your orders on your schedule. Whether you're hustling between work, home, or your game day spot, choose Amazon Locker or Counter for secure and convenient pickup. At checkout, simply select the pickup location that works best for you. Amazon Pickup is a slam dunk. It's the worry-free option, all at no extra cost. Find your nearest pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Knicks fans, when deciding to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel has the highest level of charter bus service in New York City and has been serving New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for 30 years. They offer premier customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate traveling experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call 212-206-6974.
To win the NBA Finals, everything needs to line up perfectly. No different than finding the person you want to marry. When the time comes to propose, well, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. They'll make shopping for a ring easy. Let them help you pick or design the perfect ring to fit any budget from their 2 by London collection. London Jewelers is committed to getting it just right. So visit London Jewelers today at any of their 6 locations, including Americana Manhasset and the mall at Short Hills. Mention I told you to stop by. You'll get the Michael K. treatment.
Welcome to the New York Knicks post-game show. Now here's Pat O'Keefe.
Well, the New York Knicks have done it again, twice now in this series, trailing by 20 points, exactly 20 points, late in the third quarter on Monday. Again tonight, they storm back both games to win. Tonight, 91-90. Once again, a final defensive stop, courtesy of Mikal Bridges. The game-winning free throws in the closing seconds by Jalen Brunson, capping another unbelievable comeback. And here we are, 2 games through this second-round series, and it is the Knicks leading the Celtics 2-0. Series shifts back to Madison Square Garden for what will be a raucous atmosphere on Saturday for game number 3. But let's talk about this one with Tyler Murray and Monica McNutt from TD Garden. Monica, I really don't know where to begin. I guess just the poise, the toughness of this team, the fact that we were kind of marveling that they were able to do this 2 nights ago, and for them to turn around, it was even looking bleaker tonight, and do it again. Can you put it into some words?
First of all, I need to turn my volume up because I can barely hear you.
They're chanting Knicks in 4.
We got Knicks in 4.
You got 100 fans off to our right.
It's like
okay. That's bold. Maybe it's not.
It is bold. Okay, hold on, Pat. We're going to be professionals.
Yeah, sorry.
To your question, which I believe is about how we got here. Yes.
Yes.
Tyler and I, we have pontificated. We've shared opinions that we may or may not be willing to share on air prior to the results of the game. But one thing that we did discuss today was if you keep it close. If you keep it close. And shout out to Skylar Darrell because I asked him to look it up because I wanted to be accurate. How many clutch games have the Boston Celtics been in? And in fact, they have actually been in more than the Knicks. But the Knicks have been in 6 in the postseason already. The Celtics played in 36 clutch games. They're 24-11. The Knicks played in 31, but they played in 6 in the postseason. There is a muscle memory for the Knicks when games get tight. There is a player for the Knicks named Jalen Brunson. And I know he is sometimes polarizing when you talk to the fan base, but I think Tom Thibodeau is doing an excellent job in this series, and he deserves credit.
Unbelievable how they were able to stick to it again, give them a chance with Brunson on the floor. They're now 2 for 2. So, Monica, let's talk about how they were able to keep it close, because Brunson had a tough shooting night, so did Bridges, and so did Anunoby. But starting in the second quarter and through parts of the second half, Karl Anthony Towns' offense at many points in this game kept the Knicks afloat, kept them within an arm's reach of the Celtics.
It is, again, guys being
to give the Rocks that 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first. And now it is tied. But in our game, it's the Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Game 2, round 2. Nuggets lead the series 1-0. Tip-off with Jason Kosmiski and Katie Wingy next right here on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
You know what?
Let's get it, boys. Straight out the game.
Tip-off next.
Let's go, boy.
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's where your family gathers. It's where memories are made. And it's the best investment you can make in your home. Now is the perfect time to get the kitchen of your dreams. Hi, I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Stop by one of our beautiful showrooms today, where a friendly and knowledgeable associate will help you select your new Monogram Dream Kitchen. Come see how Monogram has redefined the world of luxury appliances. At Mountain High Appliance, we have what you want at the price you want.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Third-generation Colorado native Jeff Roten knows what the IBEW has given him. 35 years of safe work and good wages and benefits. He's met and worked with so many sisters and brothers who've become lifelong friends. Jeff has been enjoying his retirement the last 8 years, doing all the things we all dream about.
I'm Jeff Roten. I am the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW. Come join us.
Go online at IBEW68.com.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure
with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
Nuggets Nation.
Let's go!
Jerseys are on, laces are tied. The Nuggets are ready for tonight's game. Are you? Don't drop the ball. Choose aluminum for your favorite beverage. A sustainability slam dunk.
Alley-oop. Dunk, 2 hands!
Let's go all in for a sustainable future.
That's clean living right there.
All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
The Nuggets and Thunder series is about to shift to the Mile High City.
And the crowd is into it.
And all day Friday. It's a Nuggets Playoff Ticket Friday. Every altitude show has your shot to see the Nuggets and Thunder at Ball Arena.
This is all you want out of the playoff game, people.
Listen all day on the 20s for keywords to text and enter. When you hear your name, hit us back within 5 minutes and you win.
Get yourself some.
From the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Today at Berg Simpson, we'll get a call from someone who needs our help. We'll learn about their loved one's injuries. We'll listen to their concerns, and we'll promise to fight for them. Then we'll use our resources and experience to deliver the best possible results we can for that client. So today, when that client calls Berg Simpson, we hope they feel they've done the best thing for their family.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
The Altitude Sports Radio Network welcomes you to Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. Monday, the Nuggets put a shock into the Thunder.
The Denver Nuggets shock the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Denver looks to give OKC another dose of tenacity and physicality. How will the Thunder respond? Let's go Nuggets. Check this out.
Over to Jokic, guarded by Caruso. Take him to the hole. He starts backing him down. He's in the paint. Hook shot. Good! Rebound down to Christian Brown. You got to hurry. 8-7 seconds. Front court over to Westbrook. Left side Gordon for the win.
Oh my God!
Yeah!
It's Denver and Oklahoma City, Game 2. Now. From Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. With Katie Wingy, here's the voice of the Nuggets, Jason Kosmiski.
Oh, baby!
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Greetings, Nuggets fans, far and wide. With Katie Wingy and Mark Bertinoli, I'm Jason Kosmiski coming to you live from Oklahoma City, and this is Nuggets basketball. Denver taking on the Thunder in game number 2 of the Western Conference Semifinals, and here's the starting lineup for Denver.
And now, the starting lineups for your Denver Nuggets. At point guard.
Rebound down to Jamal Murray. Now the Nuggets can get it down to 159 and still get Murray 3. Why not?
At shooting guard.
Christian has it for 3. Yeah! You rock him, you shock him, and then you steal from him. And that's the Kansas way.
At small forward.
Porter, long 2. Yes, sir! 20-point lead for Denver. The Nuggets are blowing out the Clippers.
At power forward.
2 seconds left. Fade away. Dunked home by Gordon at the horn. You count that basket.
And at center.
55 seconds to go. Backdoor cut. Dunk, 2 hands. Nikola Jokic. That's the way the Denver Nuggets shake down. Tonight's opening tip-off brought to you by Central City. Take I-70 to exit 243 and the Central City Casino Parkway, your 4 lanes to fun. Thunder win the tip. Lou Dort with a 3. That jump shot misses. Same starting 5 tonight here for the Thunder. That'll be Hartenstein, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Dort with Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren. Denver moves it left to right, looking to crack the scoreboard first. Murray, little floater from the baseline, rattles in, and Denver's on top here 2-0.
Little members bounce on that one. Touched every part of the rim possible before going in for Jamal Murray.
Alexander, skip pass on the left side over to Jalen Williams, picked up by Gordon, goes to the right hand, behind him to Chet. Head fake on the 3, runs into Porter, hands it off over to Hartenstein. In the corner, 3-pointer, Dort. Good.
Now remember, game 1, 0 of 10 The Thunder started from 3. They had a little rust that they were taking off. Have to be smart about who you're allowing to get those 3-point looks tonight.
Jamal Murray spins away from Dort, gets in the paint. He's at the nail. Jump shots on the way and short. Rebound down to Hartenstein. And the Thunder looking to tack on here. Williams has it up the left sideline, drives past Murray, throws it out on top to Holmgren for 3. No good. Rebound down to Jokic. Jokic beats Hartenstein up the floor yet again. He picks up his dribble. High left side, he throws it off over to Murray. Goes to the right hand, 12-footer. Jumper's no good again. Rebound comes down to Jalen Williams. And back the other way come the Thunder.
All 3 shots for the Nuggets to start this game by Jamal Murray.
In the paint, Holmgren, alley-oop, dunk, 2 hands, down to Hartenstein.
And Oklahoma City started with 3 3-point attempts. Then they go into the paint and they get a bucket.
5-2, it's Thunder's big lead in the night. Left side now is Christian Brown. His first touch on the offensive end. He's guarded by Alexander. Top of the key over to Murray. Throws it away. Loose ball down to Dort. He's got Murray to beat. Layup off the window and no good. Tip won't go. Rebound dunked home by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Aaron Gordon raises his hand from half court because you force them to miss the initial layup, then not everybody sprints back.
Christian to the rim, in the paint. Missed dunk by Porter, and that's going to be a foul on Alexander. And I'll tell you what, Katie, we are alive and well here, man. We're off and hopping in this basketball game.
Well, when you lose a game 1 that you aren't expecting to lose, you come out in game 2 with a little extra spice in your step.
100% true. Michael Porter Jr., really tough game for him back in game number 1. He wants to bounce back. Free throw number 1 for him is up and in. Mike was 1 of 8 shooting the basketball in 24 minutes. Didn't make a 3. He doesn't have the wrap on tonight, Katie, on his shoulder.
Just has the tape. No.
Yeah, I see it.
Whatever that pad. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to about. Words are hard sometimes.
Second free throw is up and in for Porter, and here comes Jalen Williams. He has it at the point, stops inside the arc, goes to the left hand, spin move, layup no good. Foul called on Denver.
And right away, both teams kind of getting a sense of what they can get away with from a physicality perspective. They're driving, being aggressive, making sure they're setting good screens, getting a sense of how this game will be officiated.
Jalen Williams steps up to the free throw line. He didn't have that great of a game in game number 1 either. Was he 5 of 20 or something like that?
Sure was, that's correct.
Free throw number 1 for him is up and in. Nuggets are in the all whites tonight, and the Thunder in the blacks. Second free throw for J-Dub, as the fellows call him. And that one's good. It's 9-4. Denver down by 5, and here comes Christian Brown. Brown has it across the timeline. He's got it out there by Alexander. He goes to the left hand, moves off of a Jokic pick, stows it to him on a pick and pop. Jokic at the point, gets a good Murray pick down to the wing, in the paint to Murray. Head fake on Holmgren, can't shoot. Kick out 3 to Gordon. Good! 9-7.
That was such a good no-look pass from Jamal Murray to get the defense to come up with him to sneak Aaron Gordon that look.
Jalen Williams gets horns up action, peels off to the high right side, dribbles through the lane, jump past the paint to Hartenstein, and that little teardrop floater he's perfected is up and in. 11-7, Thunder lead it here by 4. Left side is Jokic, hands it off over to Christian, he goes baseline. Jump past to Porter for 3. That one's short again, rebound comes down to Holmgren. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Boy, Mike just needs to see one of those go in. Alexander in the paint, he's at the dotted line, throws out of it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein, free throw line extended on the right-hand side. Throws a cutter, dunk, 2 hands, Murray got beat to the rim. Jalen Williams. 13-7, 6-point lead here for OKC. And here comes Aaron Gordon again, he's between the rings, guarded by Holmgren. He gets a pick from Murray again. Driving a dish. Christian 3. Off the back of the rim and no good. Rebound Hartenstein.
Brown hesitated on that one just a second. Got to be ready to step in rhythm.
Alexander has it the other way. Through the window over to Hartenstein. Floater in the paint again. That one's good again. He doesn't ever crack his wrist on that shot. It looks like a shot put. Back the other way comes Jokic, guarded by Hartenstein. Hands off behind him over to Murray. Murray has it at the wing, guarded by Alexander. Hands it off over to Gordon. Gordon has it at the point. He attacks the paint, leans in on Holmgren. Layup no good. He got fouled, and to the free throw line he goes.
The Nuggets look very organized offensively to start this game. Even though they only have 7 points, they've gotten some really good looks. They're getting into their spots. They're physically setting screens. And I think one of the things David Adelman said before this game was it's not even just about weathering the first punch and getting back up. It's about the first 18 minutes or so because of how deep this Thunder roster is. You got to get the first one. They're going to come out strong, urgent. Stick with it. Stick with it. Stick with it.
Right. Well, you talked about setting picks. I think Jamal Murray already has a season high in picks set here. 4.5 minutes.
He's a good screener.
He is.
He's a good screener. And the luxury that the Nuggets have is you have Aaron Gordon that can handle the ball. You have Christian Brown that can handle the ball. You have Nikola Jokic that can handle the ball. I mean, there's so many options that Murray can play off the ball.
Both free throws good by AG, and back the other way come the Thunder. Jalen Williams, the backup, has checked in. Holmgren has it, throws it right side over to Alexander, back to Chet in a three. Jumper's nothing but net. 18-9. It's the big lead of the night right now for OKC, and a timeout called by David Adelman. And the crowd is rocking here in game number 2. We're back in a moment on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets fans, gear up at Altitude Authentics in Ball Arena Monday through Saturday, noon to 5, or online at altitudeauthentics.com for the best variety of Nuggets jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more.
Yes, he's looking confident tonight.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
When friends and family come to visit, do what I do and take the short drive up the hill to Central City. It's only 30 minutes from the west side of town via I-70 and the Central City Casino Parkway. Central City offers everything your fun-seeking group desires. Hotels, dining, bars open 24/7, a craft brewery, and live casino action day or night. Central City isn't the big box, corporate-owned casino experience. It's Colorado-owned and operated, rich in history. Bring your friends and family, cruise I-70 to the Parkway, and take the 4 lanes to fun.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai, with Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Nuggets Nation. 2025-26 season ticket memberships are available now. Benefits include playoff priority and exclusive events. Don't miss out. Join today.
Get ready, Nuggets Nation. It's the Nuggets and Thunder Game 3 Friday here in Denver.
Mile High City, baby!
And we've got a Nuggets viewing party at number 38 in Rhino. The party starts at 6 with Berto's Blitz. Andy Lindahl will be in the house with your shot at an Aaron Gordon signed jersey.
Aaron Gordon, the man among boys!
Cheer on the Nuggets and enjoy $20 Michelob Ultra pitchers all night. The Nuggets Game 3 viewing party at number 38 in Rhino. From Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Ball Corporation. All in for the Nuggets, aluminum, all in. Ibotta is a proud local sponsor of the Denver Nuggets. Download the free app using code Nuggets to start earning cash back on groceries and more today. Ibotta, cash back every time you shop. Nuggets call the first time out of the game. They're down by 9 here. It's 18-9. Katie?
Thunder have 10 points in the paint. The Nuggets have 0 to start this game. So that's the thing that jumps out on the stat sheet right away. And they're shooting 70% from the field, 50% from 3. Got to get some defense into the game here.
Murray has it on the high left side, hounded by Lou Dort. Gets a moving pick from Jokic. Moves off of that with the left hand. Pick and roll to Joker. He's in the paint. High arcer. Jumper won't go. Rebound Christian Brown taken out of his hands by Holmgren. Gets the outlet pass off over to Alexander. Thunder looking for a double-digit lead. We played 5 minutes. Alexander has it inside the arc, guarded by Jamal Murray. Crossover move, Alexander in the paint. Hook shot, no good, and a foul call on Christian Brown.
That looked pretty good. It looks like Christian went straight up. He's kind of glancing up at the video board to see if there was actually a foul there. One of the things, though, about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is he gets to the free throw line.
Yeah, more than anybody.
That is the thing that he does. And so when he's driving in there, you have to make a very deliberate effort to show your hands, contest the shot without fouling.
Free throw number 1 for Alexander is up and in. He took 26 shots in game number 1, made 12 of them. He was 2 of 6 from downtown, finished with 33 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, but was a minus 16 in that basketball game.
The Nuggets have done a really good job of limiting his three-pointers this season against him. He shot a very low percentage against the Nuggets.
Denver down by 11 here. Top of the key is Christian Brown. Brown hands it off over to Murray. Murray throws it inside the arc over to Jokic. Jokic guarded by Jalen Williams, the backup. He goes to the left hand, forces a jumper. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Holmgren. Holmgren has it up the floor. He goes right in the paint. Kick out over to Alexander. Top of the key. Jalen Williams, a starter 3. That one misses, and the rebound comes down to Michael Porter Jr. Outlet pass off over to Jamal Murray. Murray skips it across the timeline over to Porter. Porter has it at the point. Back over to Jamal. Entry pass into Jokic. Guarded by Jalen Williams, the backup. Backs him down to the baseline. Little floater won't go. Rebound punched out to Gordon. Gets it off over to Christian Brown. Nuggets haven't scored in a while. Back over to Jokic. He's at the elbow. Once again guarded by Jalen Williams, the backup. Puts it on the floor. Off to a cutter Gordon. Behind his head, Porter 3. Off the back of the rim and no good. He's got to make one. Rebound comes down to Holmgren again. Holmgren drives in on Jamal Murray. Gets in the paint. Stripped out of his hands and a steal. Loose ball comes down to Jokic. Outlet pass off over to Porter. Porter has it at the point. Throws back behind him over to Jamal Murray. Murray bounce pass inside the arc to Jokic at the nail, guarded by Jalen Williams, a starter. He spins on him to the dotted line, leans in, layup, good. Finally, Joker got one to go.
He's got to stay aggressive in this game, too, especially when somebody like Jalen Williams is on him. Even though that Jalen Williams, the starter Jalen Williams, has done a really good job defending Joker.
Joker 1 of 4. That was his first make. 3-pointer, the backup Williams, and that one's good.
Is that going to be all game long, do you think?
Well,
I don't know how else to distinguish it.
I don't know what. Yeah, I mean, I could pull like Johnny Most, right? Number 8 throws it to number 5. Sweaty guy to the bearded guy. Yeah. High right side is Murray. Murray for 3. That one's off the back of the rim and no good. Rebound comes down to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What are the odds? 2 guys named Jalen Williams. They spell them different. Top of the key is Alexander. He's inside the arc. Jumper's on the way and in. 25-11, 14-point lead for the Thunder. Timeout again, David Adelman. We have 4:32 left to go here in the first quarter. It's all OKC on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Hey Nuggets Nation, it's Moj. You've got the Nuggets and the Thunder game 2, and tomorrow morning, Brett, Vic, and I will have a full breakdown and talk about what happens next as the series shifts to Denver. Oh, and speaking of that, Friday morning we'll have your chance to see Denver and OKC at Ball Arena. You want to go? Be there on your home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado. T&Cs apply.
Hey, basketball fans, ready to score some cash back? Tip off your shopping trips with the Ibotta app and get cash back on groceries and more. Start with Ibotta to find offers at hundreds of your favorite retailers, from grocery and home improvement to sporting goods and apparel. Then shop as usual in-store or online. The average saver earns over $100 per year. Download the free app and start earning cash back today. Ibotta. Cash back made easy. Ibotta is a proud sponsor of the Denver Nuggets.
Denver. That feeling. The energy. The excitement. The hard work. And the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
Let's it fly!
Mile High Playoffs are back.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
The Nuggets taking on Oklahoma City, and the Mile High crowd will be key. Single game tickets for game 3 and 4 are on sale now at nuggets.com. Lock in your seat and bring the energy this postseason. That'll be fun getting back to Denver, especially with at least a split here in Oklahoma City. Westbrook has come into the game here for Denver. He has it on the high right side. He throws top of the key over to Murray. Murray goes to the left hand off of a Gordon pick. Throws it to AG in the paint. Euro step. Kick back over to Murray. Murray attacks the paint. Fake the pass. Now throws in the corner to Christian for 3. Short, no good. Got to make those. Back the other way is Chet Holmgren. Drives right in on Westbrook. Layup good and a foul.
Tough foul right there, too, because you barely touch his arm. It's clearly a foul, but you don't hit him hard enough to where he can't get that shot off. You give him an and one opportunity. And the Thunder are looking to run. Make, miss, block shot, turnover, whatever it might be. They're looking to push the pace.
Well, it looks like Chet also got the message of you need to rebound a little bit more. I mean, he's off to a flying start here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's already got 4 boards here, not even 8 minutes into the first quarter. And one free throw for... Hey, he made a free throw. Too soon?
Savage of you.
Sorry, Thunder fans. Back the other
way.
way.
So many Thunder fans listening,
well,
too. Yeah.
You never know. Inside the arc is Jokic. Jokic guarded by Jalen Williams, the backup. Hands it off behind him over to Murray. Goes to the left hand, kicks it out in the corner. Over to Aaron Gordon. Down low is Jokic. Loses the basketball. It's a turnover for Denver. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Layup on the other end. Good. 30-11. 19-point lead for the Thunder. Their big lead of the series.
Chip away. Chip away. Chip away.
Westbrook from 12 feet. Jumper's nothing but net. That makes it 30-13.
I also think you have to do a better job of attacking their bigs, too. Holmgren doesn't have a single foul yet.
That's true. Top of the key is Alexander. Throws back behind him. Over to Dort for 3. That one's good. 20-point lead for the Thunder. Up the left sideline is Westbrook. Throws it off in the corner over to Christian Brown. Brown has it at the bend. That's going to be a foul on Jalen Williams, the backup, just giving Jokic.
Oh, they're talking.
They're talking. They are. Westbrook starts shaking his head at Jalen Williams. Westbrook really barking.
At the referee now to make sure that it's called the right way.
Technical foul whistled against Oklahoma City.
I don't think so. I think it's on Westbrook.
Oh, yeah, you might be right. And he's still barking.
This is Scott Foster's first game back in quite some time, too.
By the way, Scott Foster, I'm told before the game, 19-2 when he has a chance to extend a series. Just throwing it out there.
I don't understand how that stat makes any sense right now.
Well, it means if you have
we're up 1-0.
Right. But if you...
How do you keep track of that in this situation?
I was told. I don't keep track of it.
You need to fact check your fact.
Well, I mean, you
givers.
extend the series by a game, right? Or else the Nuggets would sweep it.
Sure, but in all the game, whatever. I'm not even going to try. I hear you, and I understand the point that you're trying to make.
Normally he's the crew chief, and if not him, it's the third guy, but instead it's the first guy. Follow me? Here we go. Jokic looks in. It's a very experienced refereeing crew here tonight. Throws it off over to Jokic after the technical free throw was made. Jokic reverse side kick out three, Christian. Missed it again. Rebound comes down to Dort. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Christian Brown 0 of 3 from downtown. Dort 3 is off the back, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Denver, they say.
The Nuggets are 1 of 7 from the three-point line and only have 2 points in the paint.
That's insane.
Got to mix it up.
Yeah.
Got to do something different. If that outside shot's not falling, that's what they're trying to give you right now. They're trying to block off the paint.
And here we go. The inbound goes over to Isaiah Joe. Split the defenders. He's at the free throw line. Kicks it out over to Dort. Top of the key is Alexander. He goes to the right hand, shoves Jokic out of the way. Dribbles behind his back on Murray. Little bank shot. Good. Denver down 36-13 in the first quarter. Jokic has it up the right sideline. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Backs him down to the mid-post. Gets to the paint, throws out of it. Westbrook 3. Good. 36-16 now the score. And here comes Alexander the other way. Brings it up the right sideline. He gets a high pick there from Cason Wallace. He's in the paint. Shovel pass down low to Dort. Runner no good. Foul on Porter.
Let's talk about Michael Porter for a second, because you keep saying that he's got to see one go in. And yes, that is true. But the level of difficulty of his shots right now because of his shoulder, he's thinking about it differently. He's stepping in differently. Everything is a step slower. His shooting motion is a little bit different because of the way that shoulder has felt and what he's dealing with that.
Didn't you say, like, last game that he needs help putting on a jersey? Is that true?
The last, I didn't see it in game 1, but the entire Clippers series after the injury happened, somebody had to help him take off his jersey because he can't lift his left arm above his head.
That's insane.
So when he's struggling to get rebounds, when he's struggling to grab the basketball, when his shooting is a little off right now, he's not 100%. Think about how much you use your shoulder in basketball.
Yeah, true. Lou Dort makes both the free throws. Denver down 38-16. Westbrook has it at the point. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Through the window to Jokic, throws it away. Loose ball fought for and grabbed by Cason Wallace. Outlet pass over to Joe, tips it over to Hartenstein in the paint. Dort, layup good. 40-16. Third timeout called by David Adelman of the first quarter. And we're back in 60 seconds on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Hey Nuggets Nation, it's Moj. You've got the Nuggets and the Thunder game 2, and tomorrow morning, Brett, Vic, and I will have a full breakdown and talk about what happens next as the series shifts to Denver. Oh, and speaking of that, Friday morning we'll have your chance to see Denver and OKC at Ball Arena. You want to go? Be there on your home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Get ready, Nuggets Nation. It's the Nuggets and Thunder Game 3 Friday here in Denver.
Mile High City, baby!
And we've got a Nuggets viewing party at number 38 in Rhino. The party starts at 6 with Berto's Blitz. Andy Lindahl will be in the house with your shot at an Aaron Gordon signed jersey.
Aaron Gordon, a man among boys!
Cheer on the Nuggets and enjoy $20 Michelob Ultra pitchers all night. The Nuggets Game 3 viewing party at number 38 in Rhino from Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
We got a beat down here in the first quarter. Looks like the Thunder are trying to win the entire game in the opening 12 minutes. Nuggets are down 40-16. A lot of basketball left.
I was going to say, how do you feel about that?
I
Just
know.
out of curiosity, how do you feel?
I mean, if you're going to be down 30, you might as well be down 30 in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying?
It just feels like even the Nuggets never feel like they're out of a game.
Wow.
And this time, like, they're down by 24 points.
Right. Give and go. Westbrook in the paint. Left-handed layup is up and in. And back the other way come the Thunder. Alexander, skip past the corner to Dort. Back out on top to Joe. Now at the point, it's Alexander. Rejects the pick from Hartenstein. Alexander one-on-one with Murray to the dotted line. Dumps it off down low to Isaiah. And it's taken out of his hands and a steal here for Jokic. Front court, Peyton Watson. Watson throws it on the high left side to Murray. Good seal by Jokic down low. Three-pointer Porter. Jumper's no good. And that's going to be a foul down low. Whistle against Oklahoma City.
I can't believe how late that was called.
That took a minute to develop. That was Lou Dort all over the legs of Jokic. See that on the replay?
I do see it. I saw it in real time.
Yeah. Denver basketball on the side. Alex Caruso going to come in for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Is this what you expected them to show up with?
I knew that the
Oklahoma City, not the Nuggets.
Yeah, no, I knew they were going to. I mean, they had a couple days to think about it. I didn't expect this, but I expected them, for me, it was Denver surviving the first 8 minutes.
Yep.
I didn't think it was going to be this bad. There's another whistle away from the play and a foul on Case and Wallace. And that'll be free throws here for Jamal Murray.
I think you need more of that type of action, those cuts to the basket, those drives to the basket. It feels like in this first quarter, the Nuggets have passed up a lot of shots inside to kick out to three-point shooters.
Yeah, and they're not going in.
They're not making them, exactly. So that's not a bad look. However, can you get to the free throw line? Can you take the shot in the paint and change that up, get your rhythm going that way, and then go back to passing those out to the three-point shooters?
Murray missed the first free throw. Here's number 2. That one's no good. He missed them both. Rebound down to Hartenstein. Now the pass off over to Alexander with less than a minute to go. He's at the right side of the midcourt circle, guarded by Peyton Watson. Going to go 2 for 1 here. Got to kill 4 more seconds. Alexander gets a slip pick from Joe. Throws it to him. Pick and pop 3. Good. And it's a 2 for 1. Difference between game and shot clock, 9.9 seconds. Jokic has it up the left sideline. Guarded out there by Hartenstein. Starts backing him down to the mid-post. Throws out of it over to Westbrook. Westbrook guarded by Caruso. Couple of dribbles and a pick by Jokic. Through the window on the pick and roll. Floater jokers up and in. 43-21.
Good intentional offense there by Russell Westbrook. Didn't have the shot, so immediately go to the two-man game. Pocket pass to Joker.
Now the Thunder will go for 1. Shot clock's turned off. 6 seconds left to go. Alexander inside the arc. Oh, that's a soft whistle on Peyton Watson.
So let me just break this down for you because I was just noticing it. Thunder are shooting 71% from the field.
So that's not sustainable.
56% from the three-point line. The Nuggets, 37% from the field. 22% from the three-point line. It's like Murphy's Law. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong
It's their worst first quarter of the playoffs.
Yep. You're not getting stops. OKC's making everything, and you can't score the basketball.
Right. 10th free throw of the first quarter coming up for the Thunder. The Nuggets have had 6. Second free throw is on the way for Alexander. That one's good. 4 seconds left here for Denver.
45 points in the first quarter is wild.
But you're right. They got to get defense back into the game. Jokic from 72 feet. Short. Everybody rocks back. When he throws up a 3, like, hang on.
It might go in.
Don't start clapping
yet.
It
might go in.
All right, that was a dismal first quarter. To see if the Nuggets can bounce back in the second quarter. Denver down by 24 after 1 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Central City.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
The Nuggets and Thunder series is about to shift to the Mile High City.
And the crowd is into it.
And all day Friday. It's a Nuggets Playoff Ticket Friday. Every altitude show has your shot to see the Nuggets and Thunder at Ball Arena.
This is all you want out of the playoff game, people.
Listen all day on the 20s for keywords to text and enter. When you hear your name, hit us back within 5 minutes and you win.
Get yourself some!
From the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wings, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets are down by 24 through one quarter of play. DeAndre Jordan is going to see some time here tonight. He's onto the floor now in non-Jokic minutes. Dunk, two hands. DJ on a great pass from Westbrook on the lob.
DeAndre Jordan present.
45-23, Denver down by 22. High right side is Jalen Williams. He goes to the left hand, he's inside the arc, kicks it out in the corner over to Caruso, and that's a foul on DeAndre Jordan on the Caruso drive.
DJ rushed that closeout a little bit on Caruso. Want to make sure that he contested the three. Caruso put the ball on the floor. DeAndre Jordan reached right in.
And Caruso will look in.
Gives you a chance to reset your defense, though, get matched up.
Inbound top of the key to Cason Wallace, right side, over to Jalen Williams, and a long two. Jumper's good, his foot was on the line. 47-23, Denver down by 24. Jamal Murray has it, dribble handoff over to Westbrook. Westbrook throws it off over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it behind the three-point line. Now Murray. Murray goes to the right hand, jump pass behind him over to Gordon, head fake on the three. 7 on the shot clock here. Gordon backs up. Looks like he wants to deal with Jalen Williams. Shoots over him. Three-pointer's good for Gordon.
Do you know how many times he's done that in his warehouse court? That
yeah,
just between the legs crossover shoot three?
Quickly the other way. That's going to be a goaltending on Aaron Gordon. He tapped the layup away by Jalen Williams.
You could see when he was handling on offense, he was in rhythm. Like he knew exactly what he was trying to get to there.
Here comes Westbrook the other way. We played a minute here in the second quarter. Christian Brown is up and off the bench now for Denver. Westbrook has it inside the arc. He goes to the left hand. He's at the dotted line, leans in, layup no good, and a foul called, I believe, on Holmgren. And that one was starting to look a little chippy. Take a look at this replay here. Hopefully they don't review that.
May have been some
Hostile
contact
acts.
after the play that was unnecessary. However, Westbrook, bright spot for the Nuggets so far in this game. He's got 7 points, 3 of 3 from the field. He is playing extremely hard, physical, trying to inject some energy into this game for Denver.
Free throw number 1 for him is up and in. Christian Brown comes into the game now for Denver. Westbrook had 18 points in game number 1, 2 rebounds and 2 assists. 7 of 13 shooting, 1 of 5 from the 3-point line. Second free throw. Also good for Russ. Nuggets are down by 21, 49-28. Jalen Williams has the basketball. He has it at the point. Now he's inside the arc, throws it on top over to Wallace for an open 3. Jumper's good.
6 of 10 from the 3-point line are the Oklahoma City Thunder to start this game.
Gordon has it up the right wing. He drives right to the rim, dumps it off to Christian Brown, got it back, turnaround floater, good. Aaron Gordon starting to come alive here a little bit for Denver in the second quarter. Denver down by 22. Jalen Williams has it right to the rim on Christian, leans in, layup won't go, late whistle and a foul called on Denver.
This second unit has a little extra pep in their step offensively, but you have to be able to get stops when you're down by as many as the Nuggets are at this point of the game. There has to be a focus and intentionality on the defensive side of the basketball. And a toughness.
Jalen Williams will get 2 free throws here. 16 points, game number 1. Free throw number 1 for him is up and in. As we told you before, Jalen not a very good shooting night. 5 of 20 in game number 1. He had that big block shot on Aaron Gordon with 19 seconds left to go in that game, but didn't matter. Second free throw for him is good. Nuggets are down 54-30. And here comes Westbrook. Westbrook has it up the left sideline, throws it off over to Christian Brown, back over to Westbrook to the rim. Whistle. Offensive foul on Westbrook. Hang on for a challenge here.
They're giving him a second to look at it. Doesn't have a timeout. He doesn't want to lose the timeout because he took so many timeouts in the first quarter.
No challenge by Denver. And here comes Jalen Williams. Williams has it, gets a slip pick by Wall, split the defenders right to the rim. Another foul called on Denver.
Man, that's just way too easy. You can't split the defense like that and just allow a straight line drive to the basket.
That's all they've been doing, Katie, the last 3 possessions. It's Jalen Williams just running right to the rim. Caruso on the inbound, throws it on top over to Jalen Williams, now guarded by Aaron Gordon. Maybe this will help. He goes to the left hand, loops it on top over to Wallace for 3. Got it again. 27-point lead for the Thunder. 4th timeout of the first half, called by David Adelman on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets fans, gear up at Altitude Authentics in Ball Arena Monday through Saturday, noon to 5, or online at altitudeauthentics.com for the best variety of Nuggets jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more.
Yes, he's looking confident tonight.
At 9 News, our Weather Impact team prioritizes alerting you early and often when disruptive weather comes to Colorado. We explain when severe weather will hit, how it will directly affect your life, and deliver information that keeps you prepared. When we experience any weather that impacts or inconveniences you, we'll issue a Weather Impact Day. Be prepared and stay connected during severe weather with your 9 News Weather Impact team.
When the game is on the line, you need someone you can trust and rely on. And when you've been seriously injured, you can trust Berg Simpson. The experienced and nationally recognized lawyers at Berg Simpson are ready to fight aggressively for your best possible outcome. We know that legal victories are not given. They are earned through hard work, determination, and commitment to excellence.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Get ready, Nuggets Nation. It's the Nuggets and Thunder Game 3 Friday here in Denver.
Mile High City, baby!
And we've got a Nuggets viewing party at number 38 in Rhino. The party starts at 6 with Berto's Blitz. Andy Lindahl will be in the house with your shot at an Aaron Gordon signed jersey.
Aaron Gordon, the man among boys!
Cheer on the Nuggets and enjoy $20 Michelob Ultra pitchers all night. The Nuggets Game 3 viewing party at number 38 in Rhino from Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai, with Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Nuggets Nation. 2025-26 season ticket memberships are available now. Benefits include playoff priority and exclusive events. Don't miss out. Join today.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
It's the second round of the playoffs, and Altitude Sports Radio is stepping up the game. Tune in on Friday for your chance to win tickets to Game 3 or 4. Keywords on the 20s every hour, and be listening for your name to call and win your tickets. That's Friday on your home for the Nuggets, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Nuggets are down here to the Thunder 57-30. Jokic back on the floor for Denver. High left side is Aaron Gordon. Gordon working against Aaron Wiggins, has it down on the wing. He starts backing him down to the mid-post, spins baseline, split the defenders, misses the runner, wanted a foul, didn't get the whistle. Caruso has it right to the rim. Layup good.
That felt very easy for OKC in transition. That's their 9th fast break point scored in this game.
Denver down 29. High left side is Jamal Murray. Murray bounce pass off inside the arc over to Jokic. Back in the corner to Murray for three. That one's good. 59-33.
That was right in front of Coach Calipari, who's sitting courtside tonight.
Back the other way is Jalen Williams. Williams has it at the point. Throws it off in the corner. Case and Wallace another three. That one's short. Rebound fought for. Grabbed by Chet Holmgren. Back on top over to Caruso. Now in the corner, Wiggins lost it out of bounds. Went right off of his hands. Long inbound pass over to Westbrook. Goes to the rim, up and under. Layup is good. Jokic caught him napping there.
It just happens so fast. You blink and you miss it.
Back the other way is Jalen Williams. Left side to Caruso. Caruso in the paint over to Holmgren. Baseline jumper blocked out of bounds by Aaron Gordon.
Maybe that injects a little life. Quick play like that. The basketball IQ is, when plays like that happen, it just reminds you of how much smarter he is than everybody else.
100% true. Caruso looks in. On top to Holmgren. Back at the point, Wallace. Right side now, Wiggins. Wiggins in the paint. Spin move, throws out of it. Caruso three. Short, no good. Rebound comes down to Christian Brown. Brown has it. Left side over to Westbrook for three. That one's off the front of the rim and no good. Rebound down to Holmgren. Probably not the greatest shot selection on that possession there. In the paint, Williams again to the rim. Throws it in the corner. Three-pointer Wiggins. Good. 62-35 Thunder. We played 4 minutes in the second quarter. Gordon has it. Dribble handoff over to Murray. Murray has it at the point. Gets a pick from Jokic. Back in the corner to Gordon. Head fake and a drive in the paint. Leans in. Layup blocked by Holmgren. Twice. Loose ball comes down to Wallace. Wallace coast to coast. Layup good. It's a layup drill for the Thunder.
They're dictating everything right now. Everything is being played their way.
In the paint, Christian Brown can't make a layup. Back the other way comes Andrew Wiggins. Over to Wallace, back to Wiggins. Behind him, Caruso 3. Rims out, rebound down to Jokic. That's a foul on Payson Wallace trying to get that ball away from Joker. Isaiah Hartenstein going to come back in, and Holmgren goes out.
Nuggets got to try and cut this a little bit here before halftime. Make a run, get some stops, mix in a few makes.
Well, just feel a little bit better about yourself heading into halftime.
Style of play that you're putting on the floor.
Westbrook has it up the right sideline, top of the key over to Jokic. Jokic guarded by Cason Wallace, gets double teamed. Bobbled the basketball, puts it up there, jump shot no good, rebound Hartenstein. Outlet pass off over to Jalen Williams. Williams goes to the left hand, he's at the nail, jump shot's on the way, that one's no good. Long rebound, goes out of bounds, and that'll be Denver basketball coming back the other way. And the inbound goes over to Jamal Murray. Murray has it, picked up by Wallace the length of the floor. He gets a high pick there from Jokic. He'll take a three. That one's good, 64-38. In the first timeout of the evening called by Oklahoma City. Nuggets are down 64-38. We have 6:34 left to go in the first half on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Columbus.
Hey, Colorado, this is Tyler Columbus from PhD, weekdays noon to 3. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder, Game 2. Tomorrow at noon, D-Mac, Scott Hastings, and myself will talk about what this series looks like after tonight. And Friday, PhD has your shot at tickets for Denver and Oklahoma City at Ball Arena on the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Summer is approaching and it's time for a mountain getaway. Join us at Century Casino for our $175,000 Summer Escape giveaway. Win free play and finale entries every weekend. Win a Ford Escape Hybrid on July 6th. Weekend drawing entries earned with every 50 base points. Improve your odds by joining us Tuesday or Friday for multiplied entries no matter what you play. Take I-70 to exit 243 to the Central City Parkway. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Every morning, we look ahead to what's going to happen with your day.
Our team works relentlessly to make sure we are everywhere for you.
Looking ahead to any potential weather impact days.
Traffic updates and breaking news live from the scene to keep you updated.
We ask the questions you want asked, and we bring you stories you'll only find on 9 News.
Start with 9 News mornings every day, beginning at 4:30 a.m.
The daughter of an electrical engineer, Leslie Bailey's dad told her that she should learn a trade. Even though she waited until her 40s, she switched careers and became a union electrician. She loves the freedom to travel and work in other states or countries and says the feeling of belonging to something bigger than yourself is amazing.
I'm Leslie Bailey. I am the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW. Come join us.
Go online at IBEW68.com.
Denver, that feeling, the energy, the excitement, the hard work, and the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
Let's it fly!
Mile High Playoffs are back.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wing, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Tonight's Nuggets game is brought to you by your local Colorado Buick GMC dealers. Denver struggling here in the first half against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Denver's down by 26 points, 64-38. Thunder coming out of a timeout. Isaiah Hartenstein will get it into Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and here comes OKC. Alexander has it at the midcourt circle.
Nuggets in his zone here.
Throws it off on the right side. Wiggins has it. Wiggins inside the arc, back behind him to Caruso, back to Wiggins, and a three. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Jamal Murray. I don't know why the zone works in the NBA, but it just does sometimes. Inside the arc is Murray, throws it away. Tipped out of Jokic's hands, breakaway, dunk, two hands, Andrew Wiggins.
One of the other things that David Adelman talked about was being more mature in your decision-making and taking care of the basketball. Nuggets with 5 turnovers for 11 points off of those turnovers already.
Halfway home now in the second quarter. Westbrook has it at the point, guarded by Lou Dort. Throws it on top over to Joker. Joker guarded by Hartenstein, takes a three. Jumper's good for Joker.
Why not? You know?
Yeah.
Let it fly.
66-41, 25-point lead now for the Thunder. Alexander has it across the timeline. Driving a dish to Dort for three. Short, no good. Dunked home by Andrew Wiggins. Climbed the ladder right over Jokic. Man, nothing's going wrong for the Thunder. I mean, it's crazy.
Nothing.
Westbrook three. That one rims out. Rebound down to Hartenstein. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Alexander has it at the point. Three-pointer. Good. 71-41. That is a 30-point lead in game number 2.
There are 5 minutes remaining still in this first half. The Thunder have 71 points.
Inside the arc is Gordon. Off to a cutter. Christian Brown lost it, got fouled. Well, apparently that game 1 loss didn't sit so well with these cats, huh?
You think? You think? Here's the thing about the Nuggets, though. They're so experienced in so many ways that they don't get too high and they don't get too low. So they're just going to be steady. They're not going to overreact. They're going to just keep trying to find ways to chip away.
Gordon has it on the high right side. Bounce pass off over to Jokic on the wing. Picked up by Hartenstein. Head fake, now shoots over him. Jumper's good. Not much you can do about that, Isaiah. 71-43, Denver down by 28. And here comes Alexander the other way. Throws it on the left side over to Wiggins. Head fake and a drive. Back on top, Caruso. Now in the corner, three-pointer, Dort. No good. Long rebound comes to Jamal Murray. Murray has it up the left sideline. Whistle away from the play. Offensive foul on Joker.
No, sir. Alex Caruso is much smaller than Nikola Jokic. That's not a fair call.
That's a crew chief that the NBA thinks is a crew chief, and I have to disagree. High right, in my opinion. High right side is Wiggins. Now what? Foul on Aaron Gordon, same referee, other end. And that'll put the Thunder the free throw line. They don't need any help.
What motion that was that he just did.
He said a forearm shove. They're up 30. They don't need any help. Top of the key is Lou Dort. Left side over to Caruso. Back over to Dort. And a three. Missed it. Rebound. Jokic grabs it for Denver. Outlet pass off over to Westbrook. He goes right to the rim on Caruso. Layup won't go. Rebound comes down to Hartenstein. Westbrook wanted a whistle there, didn't get it. He's got to be careful. He's working with one tech already. Yep. Alexander has it right side of the midcourt circle, working against Murray. Throws it in the corner. Wide open three, Wiggins. Good.
And now you have to maybe think about getting out of that zone. That was just a screen of the bottom defender that left a shooter wide open in the corner.
Down low is Christian Brown. Brown guarded there by Caruso. Throws it in the backcourt. It's deflected. Thought it was deflected. Maybe not. That'll just be a turnover for Denver. And Oklahoma City basketball coming back the other way. Gordon comes out. Peyton Watson going to come in. And here we go. Inbound goes on the wing over to Alexander. Alexander working against Peyton Watson, shoots right over him. Jumper short, tipped by Hartenstein, goes up and in. 76-43. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Jokic has it inside the arc. Throws it off down low, throws it away. Hartenstein front court, Alexander. Alley-oop, dunk, two hands, Jalen Williams. Nuggets are getting clocked in the first half in OKC. They're down by 35. Timeout Adelman on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Columbus.
Hey, Colorado, this is Tyler Columbus from PhD, weekdays noon to 3. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder, Game 2. Tomorrow at noon, D-Max, Scott Hastings, and myself will talk about what this series looks like after tonight. And Friday, PhD has your shot at tickets for Denver and Oklahoma City at Ball Arena on the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. The Nuggets and Thunder series is about to shift to the Mile High City.
And the crowd is into it.
And all day Friday. It's a Nuggets Playoff Ticket Friday. Every Altitude show has your shot to see the Nuggets and Thunder at Ball Arena.
This is all you want out of the playoff game, people.
Listen all day on the 20s for keywords to text and enter. When you hear your name, hit us back within 5 minutes and you win.
Get yourself some.
From the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets getting outscored by 12 from the three-point line. They're getting outscored 15-3 in points off of turnovers. Denver absolutely getting crushed on the glass, getting out-rebounded 23-11. A stat they dominated in Game 1. Westbrook has it, top of the key over to Porter, gets deflected out of his hands, loose ball run down by Watson. Throws it off over to Jokic. Jokic passes in the corner to Watson for three. Jumper's good for Peyton Watson.
I know it's early for me to be saying this in this game, but pride does come into play here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time left. Play the right way.
Alexander floater from the baseline is good. That's 80 points now scored in the first half for the Thunder. High left side is Christian Brown. Brown's inside the arc. Hands it off over to Jokic, who straddles the three-point line. Back over to Westbrook. Westbrook's in the paint on Hartenstein. Layup won't go. Rebound, Joker got fouled on the putback, and that one's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And two free throws coming up here for Joker. Jokic, 4 of 9 shooting. He's got 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Now the refs want to make sure it's free throws here.
They're chanting free throw merchant again.
What Joker say in the postgame? I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, he said, I didn't hear that, but I thought it was funny.
Free throw number 1 for him is up and in.
Anytime that Nikola Jokic is asked about fans saying things or doing things, especially in opposing arenas, you always think back to, he's like, I played in Serbia.
Yeah.
I played in gyms where there's only 20 people watching and you can hear every word that they're yelling at you.
Yeah, people used to throw Class D batteries at me. Second free throw's no good, man. Serbia's no joke. High right side is Wiggins for 3. That one's off the back, no good. Rebound fought for. Grabbed by a Hartenstein, put it up and in.
I mean,
82-47. Westbrook straight to the rim. He got fouled and then shoved out of bounds. And this might be a flagrant here. And then Scott Foster, the referee, is. I think he was just checking in on Westbrook, making sure he was okay, first of all. And let's see if this is a hostile act here, and that might be a flagrant on Hartenstein. I mean, Russ was going a million miles an hour to the lane.
why was Hartenstein just yelling at the Nuggets bench?
So the foul's on Wiggins, not even on Hartenstein.
There's the
technical, technical foul on Hartenstein. And Jokic will shoot that one. Free throw for Joker on the tech, no good. And now free throws for Westbrook. Well, there was a part of me at one point thought, you know what, if you get this thing down by 10 or 11 at halftime, you know, that you're still in it, in my opinion.
Not even. I mean, what the
know,
Knicks just came back from being down 18 in the fourth quarter.
Get it down to single digit. But now it's like, sheesh. Now if you found a way to get it down to, I mean, I don't even know what, 15? Second free throw, Westbrook. That one's up and in, 82-49.
I mean, I'm starting to think through my second half strategy here at this point already with 1:40 left in the first half.
Across the timeline is Wiggins. He throws it on the right side over to Alexander. High pick from Hartenstein. He'll take a three. Jumper short. Rebound down to Holmgren. Foul on the rebound on Porter, trying to get it away from him.
That not only are the Thunder getting open looks, but they're also getting their offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
So how is that possible to have somebody wide open on the outside and then their players are also all on the inside able to grab the offensive rebounds?
Yeah. It's called It's Your Day is what that's called.
It is called It's Your Day. It's also called standing and watching.
Yeah.
So be in one place or the other place. Go inside and make sure that you're boxing out and being physical to get that board, or sprint out to the shooters.
First free throw by Chet is good. We'll have one more. Second free throw's on the way, and that one's up and in.
Do you feel like they're playing the best they could possibly play right now?
I think this is probably it. This is probably their A game. I mean, I don't think you can find you can say one negative thing about any one of their players right now. Foul away from the play. That's going to be on Hartenstein, and free throws coming up here for Jokic. I mean, we can go down the list. Jalen Williams, 4 of 7. Holmgren's 2 of 5, but he has 6 rebounds. Hartenstein hasn't missed. He's 5 of 5. He's got 10 points and 8 rebounds. Shea's 6 of 8. Lou Dort, 3 of 9. Their bench is 1 of 1, 3 of 4, 1 of 1, 1 of 3, and 4 of 6. They played 10 guys again here in the first half.
You've got 10 made threes. You've got 32 points in the paint. You've got 15 fast break points.
You're dominating the rebounds.
15 second chance points.
Points off of turnovers, they're crushing that.
You're right. This is their A+ game.
Yeah. So second free throw is up and in, and here comes Alexander. Alexander has the right side of the midcourt circle. He gets a high pick there from Wiggins. Moves off of that, he's inside the arc. He goes to the left hand. Spins on Brown, can't shoot over him. Behind him to Jalen. Throws it off down low to Wiggins. Dribbles through the paint, got to shoot it. Baseline jumper won't go. Rebound down to Westbrook. Westbrook has it. He goes right up the heart. Behind him, Porter, 3. Go in. Short again for Mike. Tip won't go either. Rebound down to Jalen Williams, the backup. Throws it out to Jalen Williams, the starter. Back behind him over to Alexander. Less than a minute to go here in the first half. Alexander has it right side of the midcourt circle. They're going to go 2 for 1. You almost have to bury the shot clock. Jalen Williams jumper in the paint, no good. Foul on Denver. Who's that one on? Jokic?
Peyton Watson. It is on Jokic, you're right.
So that'll be more free throws coming up here for OKC. Mark Bertinoli has your halftime show coming up. Berto, back in my producing days, I would just bury the highlight segment and just give scores around the league. Free throw number 1 for Jalen Williams, off the back of the rim and no good.
84
It's insane.
points.
So they're on pace right now to score 168. I mean, that's not going to happen, but
They only had 119 points total the last game.
yeah, they had 2 days to marinate on this thing. Second free throw for Jalen Williams, the starter. And that one's good. Denver plays quickly. They get a shot off quickly. They can go 2 for 1. Westbrook has it in the front court. Back over to Jokic for 3. Good, and it's a 2 for 1. Nicely executed there. Denver down by 31. Difference between game and shot clock now 8.6 seconds. Holmgren to the nail. Jumper. Rims out. Rebound fought for. Grabbed by Jokic. Outlet pass off over to Porter. Porter bounce pass to Westbrook in the paint. Head fake and a layup won't go. Whistle. Foul called on the floor. And that one is going to be against Jalen Williams, the backup.
Peyton Watson's on the ground, holding his face. Russell Westbrook's on the ground.
That'll get Christian Brown up and off the floor here. I think Westbrook actually hit Peyton Watson.
I think you're right.
Yeah. 2 free throws here for Russ. Free throw number 1 is up and in. That gets it down to an even 30. That makes math a little easier. So there's that.
Always looking on the bright side. I appreciate you so much for being that way. Kaz is just a glass half full kind of human, you guys.
for a while.
While we can be.
Yeah. I mean, what in the world do you talk about at halftime? Second free throw by Russ. That one's up and in. Shot clock turned off. 14 seconds left here for the Thunder. Up the right sideline. Now at the midcourt circle is Alexander. 5 seconds left to go. He has it inside the arc. 2. Right side Holmgren. And a long 2. Missed it, but
Called
got
a foul
at the horn. So they're going to review this to see if the whistle was before the horn sounded.
Replay will be used to see if the foul occurred prior to the expiration of time.
Normally that's the crew chief's job to talk on the mic. Yeah, 0.5 left on the clock. But that was for sure, too. It wasn't a 3.
Yeah.
So that'll be 2 free throws here for Chet Holmgren. Well, Katie, what do you say at halftime here?
Glad you asked.
Coach
glad
Katie?
you asked. They're going to have 0.5 on the clock here. I would focus pretty heavily on the defensive side of the basketball because you're giving up 85, potentially 87 points in the first half, and that is a crazy number, especially for the playoffs. And you know what? When this team has talked about moments where they've struggled, very rarely have they said, I was worried about the offense getting back on track. The offense always finds itself. You always find makes when Nikola Jokic is on your team at some point. So I think you focus in defensively. You're giving up everything right now.
Right.
So the message is take something away.
All right, stop one.
Stop the bleeding in one area.
Yeah. First free throw for Chet's good.
And I think, too, Kaz, if I'm the Nuggets, you come out of the locker room in the third quarter and you give it everything you possibly have for the first 8 minutes of that third quarter, and then you reevaluate.
Second free throw for Chet. We're waiting for a long shot by Jokic here. That one's good. Half a second left for Denver. Inbound to Jokic from 90. Short at the horn. Well, Nuggets got their work cut out for them, folks. They're down 87-56 at halftime.
There's room to improve.
Plenty of room. We'll take a timeout, and my main man, Mark Bertinoli, has a halftime report coming up next on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
Stolen by Denver. Nuggets have the numbers 3-on-1. Murray Brown layup good!
Nuggets halftime is next on the Altitude Radio Network.
Be aggressive. I got your back.
This joyful sound is the No More Chemo bell at Intermountain Health St. George Hospital, and it means that Sarah Parker beat cancer. It also means her doctor spotted it early enough to treat, and that her oncologist helped her fight it every step of the way. It means that her nurse helped her keep track of medicines, and that a case manager made the whole experience just a little bit easier. Every time we hear that bell, it reminds us that all things are possible when we work together. It reminds us of the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Looking for some fun and excitement day or night? Grab those crazy friends and family and head up to Central City. Explore miles of mountain bike trails, a craft brewery, a new Asian restaurant, shops and galleries too. Celebrate the perks of adulthood Central City style with hundreds of slots, table games, sports books, live entertainment, and bars open 24/7. You can even grab a hotel room too. Take the quick, easy, scenic Central City Parkway, I-70 to exit 243. Your 4 lanes to fun.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
Denver's on a little bit of a roll here.
This is your Denver Nuggets halftime show.
Murray 3. Yeah!
Presented by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
The Nuggets halftime show is brought to you by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Welcome, along with Jordan Berg. I'm Mark Burton, coming to you live from the studios here in Denver. And at the half, the Thunder are rolling. OKC leads Denver 87-56 as the Thunder scored 45 points in the first quarter and 42 points in the second quarter, and the Nuggets are struggling. Coming up here in your halftime report, we'll go over everything. The NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs, the Rockies are in action tonight, the Eagles play, all that is coming up. First, though, let's take a look at the injury report. This injury report is brought to you by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law, medical doctor and attorney. Visit ramoslaw.com. The Nuggets have just one player on the injury report. That's Deron Holmes. But Michael Porter Jr. is banged up. He's still dealing with that shoulder injury. Mike went 0 for 4 in the first half and played 15 minutes, scored 2 points as he's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. But it's Russell Westbrook getting those minutes as he had 17 minutes and scored 15 points off the bench for Denver in the first half of this contest. Let's go ahead and check out the highlights from the first half, if that's what you'd like to call them. The Nuggets with a 1-0 series lead over OKC as the two face off in game number 2. And David Adelman mentioned before the game that he knew the Thunder were going to come out strong and the Nuggets would have to weather a couple of haymakers from OKC early. And you know what? The Nuggets had an okay start.
Brown has it across the timeline. He's got it out there by Alexander. He goes to the left hand, moves off of a Jokic pick, stows it to him in a pick and pop. Jokic at the point, gets a good Murray pick down to the wing, in the paint to Murray. Head fake on Holmgren, can't shoot. Kick out 3 to Gordon. Good! 9-7.
That was such a good no-look pass from Jamal Murray to get the defense to come up with him to sneak Aaron Gordon that look.
Aaron Gordon was your leading scorer for the Nuggets in the first quarter with 5 points, because right after that, the Oklahoma City Thunder went off. They went on a massive run, and all of a sudden, they had a huge lead.
That's insane.
Got to mix it up.
Yeah.
Got to do something different. If that outside shot's not falling, that's what they're trying to give you right now. They're trying to block off the paint.
And here we go. The inbound goes over to Isaiah Joe. Split the defenders. He's at the free throw line. Kicks it out of Dort. Top of the key is Alexander. He goes to the right hand. Shoves Jokic out of the way. Dribbles behind his back on Murray. Little bank shot. Good. Denver down 36-13 in the first quarter.
Yeah, it got ugly in the first quarter. The Oklahoma City Thunder tied their franchise record for most points in a quarter in a playoff game as they put 45 on the Nuggets in the opening 12 minutes. The Thunder had a 45-21 lead after the first quarter. SGA and Lou Dort had more points combined than the entire Nuggets lineup. SGA scored 13 points in the first quarter. Lou Dort had 10 points in the first quarter. The entire Nuggets team had 21 points in the first quarter as the Thunder shoot 71% from the field. Nuggets shoot 35% from the field. So to the second quarter we go, and the Nuggets are just looking for something, anything.
Back on top over to Caruso. Now in the corner, Wiggins lost it out of bounds, went right off of his hands. Long inbound pass over to Westbrook, goes to the rim, up and under, layup is good. Jokic caught him napping there.
It just happens so fast. You blink and you miss it. Maybe that injects a little life. Quick play like that. The basketball IQ is, when plays like that happen, it just reminds you of how much smarter he is than everybody else.
100% true.
Russ, 15 points. Joker's 15 points. Aaron Gordon's got 10 points. It's what most of the scoring is coming from for Denver right now, and the Nuggets are once again turning the ball over.
Wiggins inside the arc, back behind him to Caruso, back to Wiggins, and a three. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Jamal Murray. I don't know why the zone works in the NBA, but it just does sometimes. Inside the arc is Murray, throws it away. Tipped out of Jokic's hands, breakaway, dunk, two hands, Andrew Wiggins.
One of the other things that David Adelman talked about was being more mature in your decision-making and taking care of the basketball. Nuggets with 5 turnovers for 11 points off of those turnovers already.
Yeah, OKC with just 2 turnovers at halftime. The Nuggets with 8, and the Thunder with the 87-56 lead at the half. It's the second round of the playoffs, and Altitude Sports Radio is stepping up the game, their game. Tune in on Friday for your chance to win tickets to Game 3 or Game 4. Keywords on the 20s. Every hour, be listening for your name to be called and win your tickets. That's Friday on your home for the Nuggets, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Thunder lead the Nuggets 87-56 at the half. Your Nuggets halftime show is presented by Intermountain Healthcare. We'll be right back on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
This is your Denver Nuggets halftime show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Presented by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets fans, gear up at Altitude Authentics in Ball Arena Monday through Saturday, noon to 5, or online at altitudeauthentics.com for the best variety of Nuggets jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more.
Yes, he's looking confident tonight.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey! Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Hey basketball fans, ready to score some cash back? Tip off your shopping trips with the Ibotta app and get cash back on groceries and more. Start with Ibotta to find offers at hundreds of your favorite retailers, from grocery and home improvement to sporting goods and apparel. Then shop as usual in-store or online. The average saver earns over $100 per year. Download the free app and start earning cash back today. Ibotta. Cash back made easy. Ibotta is a proud sponsor of the Denver Nuggets.
The Nuggets and Thunder series is about to shift to the Mile High City.
And the crowd is into it.
And all day Friday. It's a Nuggets Playoff Ticket Friday. Every Altitude show has your shot to see the Nuggets and Thunder at Ball Arena.
This is all you want out of the playoff game, people.
Listen all day on the 20s for keywords to text and enter. When you hear your name, hit us back within 5 minutes and you win.
Get yourself some!
From the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Nuggets Nation, 2025-26 season ticket memberships are available now. Benefits include playoff priority and exclusive events. Don't miss out. Join today.
This is your Denver Nuggets halftime show on the Altitude Sports Radio Network, presented by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Ball Corporation. All in for the Nuggets. Aluminum, all in. Welcome back. The Thunder lead the Nuggets 87-56 at halftime of game number 2. Scores around the NBA. Okay, the first game was another insane comeback win for the Knicks over the Celtics. I can't believe Boston blew another 20-point lead, but that's exactly what happened. Celtics were housing the Knicks. They held New York to 13 points in the first quarter. They had a 20-point second half lead, and they lost it. The Knicks become the first team in NBA history to rally from a 20-point second half deficit in back-to-back games. They did it in game 1. They did it again tonight. Knicks win it 91-90 after Boston just went stone cold. Scored just 17 points in the fourth quarter. Couldn't do anything. It was absolutely insane. The Boston Celtics, through 2 games of this playoff series, have taken 100 threes. They took 60 in game 1. They took 40 tonight. They've made 25 of them. They're 25 of 100 from 3 through 2 games. And now the Knicks, with the 91-90 win tonight, have a 2 games to none series lead. NBA teams that go up 2-0 on the road go on to win the series 86% of the time. The defending champs are in trouble. For sure. Before I tell you what's going on in the NHL playoffs, let's pause 10 seconds for Legal ID up and down the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Two NHL playoff games. Game 2 over there in the East between the Maple Leafs and the Panthers was a fun one. Toronto holds on to win it 4-3. Toronto leads that series 2-0. It looked like Florida rallied to tie it 3-3, but moments after they tied it 3-3, the Leafs got the game winner. And the Jets and Stars are playing game 1 of their second round series. It's in Winnipeg. It is midway through the second period, and the Jets have the 1-0 lead thanks to a goal from Nino Niederreiter. In Major League Baseball at Coors Field tonight, the Rockies and the Tigers are going at it. They are in the bottom of the 7th, and they are tied 6-6 between the Rocks and the Tigers as these two teams just keep trading runs. The first 4 innings saw all 12 runs from combined from this game. Nothing in the last 3 as we are 1 out away from heading to the top of the 8th there at Coors Field. In our contest, the Thunder lead the Nuggets at the half, 87-56. Your Nuggets halftime show is presented by Intermountain Healthcare. Jason Kosminski and Katie Wingy with the second half next, right here on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Denver. That feeling. The energy. The excitement. The hard work. And the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
Let's it fly!
Mile High Playoffs are back.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. all in.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
We're going to set it off with this. Let's go.
All up in your face.
Come back again. Come back again.
It's time for the second half.
Now there's some life in this building.
Here's the voice of the Denver Nuggets, Jason Kosmiski.
All right, pick it up, Blue. Come on.
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Jason Kosmiski and Katie Wingy with you tonight. Game 2, Western Conference Semifinals. About to start the third quarter here. Denver down by 31. And for those of you that have been listening to this broadcast for a while, you've heard me say this several times before. There's a handful of games when you can't do anything right. Then there's a handful of games where you can't do anything wrong. But rarely does that happen on the same night with opposing teams. And that's what we have here with game number 2 between Oklahoma City and Denver. And the Nuggets start the third quarter with a turnover.
That was so beautifully said.
Thank you. I thought about
Very
that.
eloquent.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Three-pointer on the way by Dort. That one misses. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by, they don't know, Denver, and that'll be Thunder basketball.
I think you give the usual starters their usual minutes in the third quarter, see what you can do with that time, and then you have to be honest with yourself about what's best for this team moving forward in the rest of the third quarter and the fourth.
Top of the key is Lou Dort. You cut it down to 15 by the fourth quarter, you got a shot.
Oh, yeah.
And right now, Denver down by 31 with the basketball here after the missed jump shot. Here comes Jamal Murray, high left side over to Jokic. Entry pass to the mid-post to Gordon. Turnaround layup won't go. Got his own board twice. Shoves a player out of the way and finally got fouled, I think, by Jalen Williams. No, it's going to be on Lou Dort.
I really hope he's just taking a quick breather here.
I know. He's laying on his back now. They're helping him up here. Denver basketball on the side, and Christian Brown will look in. Three players in double figures for Denver: Jokic, Gordon, and Westbrook. Christian Brown almost throws it away. Loose ball comes down to Murray. Foul on Jokic on the pick. And that will be Thunder basketball coming back the other way. Inbound goes over to Jalen Williams. Williams has it up the right sideline, guarded by Gordon. Top of the key over to Chet Holmgren. Picked up by Porter. He blows right past him to the low block. Throws out of it over to Hartenstein. 10-foot floater, good. Has he missed yet?
It's too easy for him getting inside. No, he hasn't missed. When he's in the paint and he's right around the basket, he's so confident in there, gets to that floater every time. We're going to call it on Christian Brown now. Another moving screen.
That's a tough whistle for Denver here, down by 30. That'll be Thunder basketball on the side here.
Really tough Christian Brown game so far as well. Hasn't scored yet. Some tough calls against him. Looks out of sorts a little bit.
Same with Porter. He scored 2 points, but those were free throws. He's 0 for 4 from the floor. 10-foot jump shot. Jalen Williams is up and in. 91-56 is the score. Jokic has it up the left sideline. And now another whistle. This one against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and that'll be Denver basketball on the side.
A lot of whistles here to start the second half.
I was just thinking why. I mean, I thought the first half was officiated pretty good.
I thought so too.
Inside the arc is Michael Porter Jr. Throws it off over to Jokic. Whistle, foul. This one on Isaiah Hartenstein. Well, Scott Foster hasn't been in, he's been out for 7 weeks, so he's trying to.
Eager and ready to get back into it.
I got to get my quota back up there.
Oh, man. They're going to review this here.
For a possible hostile act against Jokic, I think. So this is the same thing we had in game 1.
Except for Hartenstein isn't the size of Lou Dort.
True.
So I don't know what they're really looking at here.
So the foul on Hartenstein will stand. Now they're looking to see if Jokic has his second flagrant of the series on this play. Here's a better look at it, Katie. Look more like a flop than anything else.
No, he's just trying to keep his position, hold his positioning, handle the contact.
I just
Where
think,
did he even get hit? Is it his shoulder?
I think Isaiah just threw his head back. He pulled a James Harden on Jokic and then checks for blood. You know what I mean? So that was all.
But I don't even know if he even got hit in the face.
Yeah.
After the foul, there was no hostile act deemed on the play, and there'll be no further penalties. Side out.
Come on, Isaiah. You're a 7-footer, man.
I mean,
don't be.
Players do crazy things to try and throw Nikola Jokic off his game.
That'll be Denver basketball on the side. Shot clock reset to 14 seconds, and Jokic looks in. Throws it in off over to Gordon. Inside the arc now is Porter. Porter in the paint to Jokic, double teamed. Ball deflected, he gets it back, kicks it out over to Murray. Murray's at the dotted line. He gets fouled on his way to the rim by Lou Dort. Boy, if we keep this up, this third quarter might take a minute.
A minute.
Yeah, a minute longer than an hour. Free throws here for Jamal Murray. He makes one free throw, he'll be in double figures with 10. Jamal 3 of 6 tonight. 2 of 3 from downtown.
And Jamal Murray started off this game very aggressive. He took the
he
first
was
3
flying
shots,
all over the place.
And then he got quiet. You need an aggressive Jamal Murray as in a shot-taking Jamal Murray to be successful in this series, to be successful in any series of the playoffs.
Free throw number 1 is good. Here comes number 2. And that one's up and in. Nuggets are down 91-58. And here comes Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has it at the midcourt circle, guarded by Christian Brown. Peels off to the high right side. Skip pass to Dort. Back out on top to Hartenstein. Now behind him, Alexander. Bobbled the basketball, almost lost it. Throws it off to Dort, gets it right back with 4 on the clock. Jalen Williams 3. That one's no good. Rebound Holmgren, and he's fouled on the putback, and he'll get free throws.
You do a good job defensively. Flying around, scrambling, almost turn Gilgeous-Alexander over. Can't rein in the basketball, and then you give up an offensive rebound.
Right.
You do all of that work. You have to finish your defensive possessions with a board. Find a way. Find a way.
Chet Holmgren to the free throw line. He's got 10 points in the game with 7 rebounds. By the way, that first half, the highest scoring half in NBA playoff history. Free throw number 1 by Holmgren is up and in.
It's not really one you want to be on the side of.
I know. Do you remember when? Yeah, I remember when. First free throw for Chet is up and in. He'll have one more. Second one's on the way, and that one's good. Denver down 93-58. And here comes Christian Brown. Brown has it right side of the midcourt circle, throws it off over to Jamal Murray. Murray bounce pass inside the arc to Jokic, back over to Murray. Head fake on the 3, slips. Kick out 3, Gordon. Jumper short, and the rebound down to Jalen Williams. Williams has it up the right sideline. Stutter step and a drive with the left hand, throws out of it to Alexander. Alexander's in the paint. Little floater, good. 95-58. Jokic has it the other way. Jokic picks up the dribble, throws in the corner to Porter. Head fake on the 3. Back out on top over to Christian Brown. Brown goes to the right hand, gets down the lane. Little layup is no good. Rebound down to Holmgren. Holmgren has it the other way. He's inside the arc, drives in on Jokic, knocked out of his hands and a steal. Loose ball comes down to Porter. Porter has it up the right sideline. He's at the mid-post. Jumper, no good again. And Mike is 0 for 5 after going 1 of 8 in game number 1. Up the right sideline is Alexander again. Alexander gets a high pick from Hartenstein. He gets inside the arc, up and under, finger roll layup, good. Denver's down by 39. Jokic has it the other way. Back behind him, Porter 3. Missed it again. Foul on the rebound. Whistle against Jokic.
The strength of Nikola Jokic. I mean, I don't even think that he really made a whole lot of contact trying to get that board, but Chet Holmgren went down.
97-58. Williams has it inside the paint at the dotted line, throws it off down low. The ball's deflected and stolen by Jokic. Jokic has it the other way. He's inside the arc, over to Christian for 3. Good, finally for Christian Brown.
There are some things that I think the Nuggets can do even if they don't win this game, that will help them moving forward in the series.
Yeah.
We'll discuss
Okay.
after this timeout.
Timeout by Degnault. We're back in a moment. Nuggets are down 97-61 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Consistently delivering context around Colorado's most important stories. With journalism built on accuracy and fairness. Alexandra Lewis, Kyle Clark, Kim Christensen. Experienced and working to earn your trust every weeknight. Plus, a reliable look ahead at the weather from 9 News Weather Impact Team Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin. End your day with the team on 9 News at 9 and 10.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wings, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Hey guys, this time of the year you can't help but think about your future. And what does yours look like? Tyler Plum is here for the electricians at International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Step up this year and go for it. Talk with the folks at IBEW about a future that includes a career, benefits, great wages, and a group of people around you that give you support, growth, and a solid future. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW Local 68. Start with a job, end with a career. Go to IBEW68.com for more information.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai. With Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Third quarter of Nuggets basketball is brought to you by the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Oklahoma City out of the timeout. Inbound goes to Jalen Williams. Williams has it across the timeline. He throws top of the key to Hartenstein. Back over to Williams. Williams picked up by Aaron Gordon. Right side over to Alexander. Shea gets double teamed. Throws out of it to Hartenstein. Down low. Layup is on the way and in by Lou Dort.
Just perfectly dissected Denver's defense on that play. Had a couple different options on that backdoor cut.
38-point lead here for the Thunder. At the midcourt circle is Christian Brown. High left side over to Murray. Murray goes to the right hand. Has his ball deflected out over to Jokic. Jokic drives in on Hartenstein in the paint. Brown throws it off over to Gordon. Layup won't go. Rebound swatted out to Murray for three. That one's good. 99-64. Denver down by 35. And up the right sideline is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He goes to the left hand. Throws an alley-oop down low. Terrible pass. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein.
Good effort by Jamal Murray to break up that pass, too.
Inbound goes to Aaron Gordon. We've played 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Gordon has it up the right sideline. Cross-court pass over to Porter and a three. Yes, there you go, Mike. That's his first bucket of the night. With that make, he's 1 of 7 Remember, he was 1 of 8 in game number 1. Alexander peels off to the high left side. Throws it off in the paint over to Hartenstein. There's that floater. He finally missed one. Rebound comes down to Christian Brown. He has it across the timeline. He gets a pick there from Jokic. Christian. Bounce pass off over to Joker. Free throw line extended on the left-hand side. One-on-one with Hartenstein. He takes a little hook shot in the paint, and that one's good.
Now is the time.
Down by 30.
Get it going.
Down by 30.
Get it going. Make a little run here.
So now you get like an 18-2 run.
Yep.
See, now the crowd figured that out, so they're back into it. Between the rings is Alexander. Through the window to Holmgren. Alley-oop down low. Too tall again. Foul called on Denver. And that will kill the momentum instantly for the Nuggets.
So seeing that shot go in from Michael Porter, I think that's important. If you're not going to win this basketball game, you got to get Mike some looks.
Yeah, for sure.
Find a way to get his confidence back up. Make him
no
feel
matter
a little
what
better.
it takes.
That's
what
I mean.
Yeah.
And I would argue you need to do a similar thing for Christian Brown. I don't think he's mentally in the same place that Michael Porter is.
Right.
But this has been a really tough CB shooting night. 1
Right.
of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Get Christian Brown going. The Nuggets only have 3 fast break points in this game too.
That
and
is
that
insane.
Is where Christian
They led the league in that.
20 a game.
Yeah.
20 a game. They have 3. It's really hard to run though when they're making every shot.
Yeah, that's true.
So it all plays into the way that the Nuggets have been able to defend.
Hartenstein makes both the free throws. Back the other way comes Aaron Gordon. We're halfway home in the second quarter. Inside the arc to Jokic, over to Murray for 3. Off the back of the rim and no good. Rebound Chet Holmgren. Outlet pass off over to Jalen Williams. Williams has it at the point. He's inside the arc. Step back 3. That one's no good. Rebound Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to Holmgren for 3. That one's good.
Dagger 3, and off an offensive rebound right there. Again, you give them multiple opportunities when they're shooting the ball as well as they have been.
Jokic has it up the right sideline. Throws it off in the corner over to Porter. Porter guarded by Hartenstein. He goes baseline. Throws it off in the paint, and the ball's deflected. Loose ball comes down to Murray. Back to Porter for 3. Missed it. Rebound Jokic, put it back up. Missed that, got fouled. That one's going to be on Lou Dort. 2 free throws here for Jokic.
Cannot get Michael Porter Jr. a better look than that one in the
I
corner,
know.
too. Wide open corner 3. Has to shoot that. Has to keep shooting that. Always has to shoot that.
And it kind of looked like, Katie, that they were trying to do what you suggested, is get him involved at no matter what cost, right? So there's going to be a challenge here by the Oklahoma City Thunder. They feel that was not a foul on Lou Dort. We'll find out what happens in a moment on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Hey Nuggets Nation, it's Moj. You've got the Nuggets and the Thunder game 2, and tomorrow morning, Brett, Vic, and I will have a full breakdown and talk about what happens next as the series shifts to Denver. Oh, and speaking of that, Friday morning we'll have your chance to see Denver and OKC at Ball Arena. You want to go? Be there on your home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Denver. That feeling. The energy. The excitement. The hard work. And the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
Let's it fly!
Mile High Playoffs are back.
A lot of personal injury lawyers make claims about how good they are. But how do you know who's the best? Who will fight to get you the money you deserve? At Berg Simpson, we don't rely on simple claims like other firms. We have 22 best lawyers in America, 17 super lawyers, and we're one of the National Trial Lawyers' top 25 most influential law firms. Compare us to other firms, then call Berg Simpson.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Breaking news, and this one is almost never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. T&Cs apply.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai. With Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Third-generation Colorado native Jeff Roten knows what the IBEW has given him. 35 years of safe work and good wages and benefits. He's met and worked with so many sisters and brothers who've become lifelong friends. Jeff has been enjoying his retirement the last 8 years, doing all the things we all dream about.
I'm Jeff Roten. I am the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW. Come join us.
Go online at IBEW68.com.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Find the hottest slots and electronic table game action in Century Casino and Hotel, just 1 mile from Blackhawk and scenic walkable Central City. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Challenge successful by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Turn that into a no call, so take a foul off the board for Lou Dort. And now it'll be a jump ball between Jokic and Holmgren at the midcourt circle.
The discrepancy in physicality allowed between the bigs and the guards.
I know, drives you
and
crazy.
And the guards defending the bigs, a.k.a. Nikola Jokic. It's so frustratingly inconsistent.
Yeah.
So much gets away. How would I say that? You get away with so much.
Right. Tap controlled by Joker. So did they really win the challenge? Here comes Denver. Murray has it at the midcourt circle. Throws it off over to Jokic inside the arc. Guarded by Hartenstein. He backs him down to the paint, gets double teamed. Throws out of it to Westbrook for three. Missed it. Rebound poked high in the air and then grabbed by Gordon. Gordon throws it off over to Joker. Back behind him to Gordon. Back over to Joker at the wing. One-on-one with Hartenstein. Shoots over him. High arcer, no good. Rebound, Westbrook fought for it. Lost it out of bounds. We're going to get a hand gesture here by a ref.
It's ours.
Denver basketball. And here we go. Westbrook throws it in over to Jokic. Jokic lobs it down low to Murray. Kick out, Gordon, top of the key, Porter. Porter gets in the paint with a Euro step. Hook shot is up, no good again. And he's just snake bitten.
So close.
Back the other way comes Alexander. Stutter step and a drive to the mid post. Takes a jumper. Good. That was an ankle breaker. 106-69. Jokic has it up the left sideline. Throws it off over to Gordon. Gordon posts up Alexander. Shoots over him. Bank shot hit the top of the backboard. Rebound down to Porter. Corner. Westbrook back over to Porter and a three. Got it again. There you go. 106-72.
It does feel like they're looking for him.
Yeah.
They're saying go to work.
As soon as you said
Figure
that,
it out.
too.
Yep.
34-point lead now for the Thunder. Alexander has it on the high left side. Less than 4 minutes to go in the third. Whips it in the corner over to Lou Dort. Dort goes to the right hand, stops, throws it down low to Hartenstein. Hartenstein in the paint, wide open dunk, Jalen Williams. Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. Nuggets down 36. Murray gets a pick from Jokic, stops, throws it over to Joker, pick and pop, jumper, rims out. A bucket here, you call the timeout. You just got to get these dudes out of the game, in my opinion. Alexander has it at the wing. Jumper's on the way and in. Denver down 110-72. That's a 38-point lead with just over 3 minutes left to go in the third. Gordon in the paint. His hook shot won't go. Whistle and a foul called on the rebound against Oklahoma City.
I think you're right, Kaz. There doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of fight left in this game right now, given the circumstances, given the way that things are going. Peyton Watson's going to come in for Aaron Gordon. And remember, Aaron Gordon.
He's playing hurt.
He's playing hurt.
Yeah.
Like, more hurt than people think he's playing.
Right.
So if you can get him a little bit of extra rest here, especially with everything that he's been giving to this team the past 8.5 games.
I don't know, Katie. I just like your theory of once you decide to call off the horses, leave Christian Brown and Michael Porter out there for, I mean, I know, well, everybody's hurt, but to get them into a little bit of better of a mind frame heading into game number 3, however many minutes that might take.
Even with Christian just needs to see one more go in.
Yeah.
Maybe get out and run in transition. I'm not as concerned about CB as I am with
Same.
Mike.
Second free throw no good, but the rebound comes down to Jamal Murray. Offensive foul on Westbrook.
Chet Holmgren really gets pushed around.
He wants a delayed flop call.
I mean, he just runs into Westbrook and falls down.
Well, no action after that. Back the other way is Alexander. He goes right to the rim, leans in, layup no good, foul on Denver. Now Murray and Westbrook both upset about that call. And that'll be free throws here for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'm assuming, again, this is going to come down to call it the same way on both sides.
Right. Careful, Katie. You're starting to sound like me. Free throw number 1 is up and in.
No. I call it like I see it. I might be sounding like you, but that's the only reason why.
Second free throw is good. Jokic inbound over to Westbrook. Westbrook has it up the right sideline. Less than 3 to go in the third. He gets in the lane, leans in, layup is up and in. Nice strong move to the bucket there. Back the other way comes Jalen Williams. Williams has it up the right sideline, guarded by Murray. Julian Strother is up and off the bench for Denver. Williams has it, right side over to Jalen Williams, back over to Jalen Williams, the starter. Throws it down low to Alexander and a dunk with 2 hands.
No matter what type of defense Denver's put on the floor, OKC has figured it out, and they've been taking advantage.
On the wing is Murray. Fadeaway 10-footer. Short, no good. Rebound Westbrook. Foul on the rebound. Whistle against Jalen Williams, the backup.
You know what I will say about Russell Westbrook? He plays so hard. He's so physical. Anytime there's any sort of contact with Westbrook, the OKC player's on the ground.
Yeah, I know.
Like, they're on the ground.
Like
they're, like, taking their time.
He's a ball of muscle,
I know.
man.
But Russell Westbrook bounces down and gets right back up. There's no, like, oh, I might be hurt or I might. No.
Now what do we have? 2 referees coming back over to the mic here, I believe.
Following the foul, checking to see if there was a hostile.
A hostile. See if there's a hostile on this one, Katie.
Hostile act.
Oh, gotcha.
There's been a lot of that tonight.
I don't know who the hostile is going to be on, Jalen Williams or Russell Westbrook here. But what I love about Russ, though, since we're talking about him, is that it could be a Tuesday night game against the Utah Jazz, and he plays just as hard.
That's correct.
As he does on a TNT nationally televised game against the Lakers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
You're going to get you're going to get 100% of Russell Westbrook 100% of the time. Take a look at this hostile act. It looks like it's possibly an elbow from Westbrook to the face of Jalen Williams, the backup. I don't know if there's much there, but
contact.
I'm wrong on these all the time.
They're showing the elbow to the face over and over again on the Jumbotron.
Here we go.
After review, it's been determined there was an unsporting-like act during the dead ball. Contact was unfortunate that both players collided in the air, and they both went to the floor. We'll move on from there.
Contact was unfortunate. It was unfortunate you got hit in the face, but...
Unfortunate that you both were flinging around going for the basketball.
Yeah. That was funny verbiage to me anyway. Contact was unfortunate.
Blunt. To the point.
And Westbrook steps up to the free throw line here. Crowd won't like that. Jalen Williams, the backup, the recipient of that elbow to the face.
Of that unfortunate contact.
Had that unfortunate contact, has the tissue in the right nostril as he comes back on the floor. Free throw number 1 by Westbrook is up and in.
If this is the Thunder's A-plus game, what would you grade the Denver Nuggets performance?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was thinking about that. Let me marinate on that for a second. Second free throw is no good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has it right side of the midcourt circle. Julian Strother on the floor now for Denver. Top of the key is Alexander. Throws it right side over to Jalen Williams, the backup. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Denver, and that'll be Thunder basketball underneath. I don't know, Katie. It's close to, it's at least a D and maybe lower than that.
Okay.
I mean, 35% shooting from the floor, and you can't stop anybody, and you gave up 90. Yeah, it's probably a D, whatever. Jump shot for three by Dort. That one rims out. Rebound comes down to Peyton Watson. I'm just trying to. Tangle up, down low. Offensive foul on Jokic.
I mean, this is unbelievable. I can't believe the way that it's been officiated. Adelman's going to challenge this.
Well, you're going to lose the game anyway. You might as well challenge it.
Isn't there a freedom of motion, of movement, a freedom of movement foul or rule, I should say?
Don't get me started on the NBA rule book. This will be a challenge.
I mean, we've got time. We've got time for you to get started on it if you'd like.
That's true. Well, I mean, if you want my honest opinion, the way the thing is written is that there's really no factual information. It's vague, right?
Sure.
So the person in charge of these rules can make it look like, yes, I understand your point, but we also have this. Mm-hmm. So that there's no chance that you're ever going to be 100% right because it's vague.
Well, there's the human element. You're correct.
So that play there had Jalen Williams, the backup, trying to not let Jokic get a steal, so he was backing up into him. Jokic, in the meantime, had lost his balance and just kind of rode on top of Jalen Williams. The two collided and hit the floor, and then the whistle was blown. So now, here's that vagueness again. Is you basically have your choice here. You can call it on Jalen Williams or you can call it on Jokic.
He's holding him, and then Jokic kind of falls over him.
Yeah.
But, I'm very interested in how they call this.
If you want to decide on, you could make an argument either way on who that foul is.
Yeah, you could. Williams looks like he just gets the chair pulled out from under him, and then Jokic falls on top of him. But overall, I would say this has not been a super well officiated game.
Which is crazy because you have three veteran officials on the floor here tonight.
And the free throw counts are pretty much even. 23 for the Nuggets and 24 for Oklahoma City. But the differences in what's been allowed and the way that the game has been called, that's not going to show up on a stat sheet.
Right.
You have to have watched it and understood, why was that allowed then versus differently called at another time.
And I also think you're right. The guards, what they get away with versus what the bigs.
Yep.
They're taking a long look at this. We might have the two referees here might be in a difference of opinion. So they bring in the third guy. (114-76) the score, and this thing's taken forever.
The challenge has been deemed unsuccessful. It's been deemed that Jokic made a non-basketball move, jumping on the defender's back. The defender was moving, but what he did was unnormal. So it's an offensive foul.
What about the defender holding him that forced him to make that move?
I don't know, man. Here's a replay again on it.
It's basically like Williams is boxing him out in the lane.
That's exactly. Well, he's preventing Jokic from getting a steal. So, yeah, it's a box out.
Which then he basically squirms back, which then Jokic is trying to go forward, so he goes over the top of him.
Yeah, exactly.
But only one of them made an unbasketball move.
Yeah, how are both of those basketball moves?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Oh, whatever. Inbound to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It'd be one thing if this was a 5-point game.
Yep.
He gets a high pick from Holmgren. Right side over to Jalen Williams, the backup. He's in the paint, throws it in the corner to Joe for three. That one's good.
Everything going the Oklahoma City Thunder's way tonight.
117-76. Up the left sideline is Jamal Murray. Murray gets a hard pick from offensive foul on Jokic.
This is the playoffs. This is playoff basketball. How many offensive fouls have the Nuggets been called for? 5? And how many offensive moving screens have the Oklahoma City Thunder been called? 0.
That looks personal to me.
That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying there's a difference in the way the game is being officiated. You can't call 4 to 5 moving screens on the Nuggets and then say, no, the Oklahoma City Thunder, every screen is perfect.
Jokic is fouled out of the game, so he'll be done for the night.
Maybe a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, he only had about another minute of playing time left anyway. And here comes Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is a crazy call. My goodness gracious. Alexander has it inside the arc. Jump pass behind him. Over to Joe. Back out on top. Over to Alexander. And another foul on Denver.
This is just going to be the way it's going to go for the rest of this game. Especially with the starters that are still in there.
On Jamal. It's only his first. Jamal, you got 5 more to go, buddy.
He's going to take him out right now. Jalen Pickett's going to come into the game.
Yeah. Free throw number 1 by Alexander is up and in.
So what was your grade?
I'd say right at a D.
A D minus?
D minus probably. I mean, I'm trying to give me something positive that happened tonight for Denver.
There wasn't. I think we were talking about the punches David Adelman was talking about, getting back up after they punched a couple. They got punched initially, and then they were just knocked out for the rest of the game.
I just don't think anything good happened for Denver here tonight. There's Watson hitting the floor. In the paint is Westbrook. Throws it off over to Zeke Naji. Bank shot won't go. Tipped by Westbrook won't go. And the rebound down to Jalen Williams. Outlet pass off and down the lane goes, that's Mitchell that's into the game for the first time in the series. Back behind him over to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Alexander, left side to Joe, in the corner, Mitchell 3. Good. It's A.J. Mitchell.
I mean, they're having a 60-40-96 game.
That's insane.
They're 25 of 26 from the free throw line.
Yeah, this is A plus versus D minus right here. This is what that looks like. In the paint, Westbrook throws it away. Loose ball down to A.J. Mitchell. Outlet pass off over to Alexander. Shot clock turned off. Alexander is going to have to jack one up here. Floater, missed it but got fouled right before the horn sounded. That's twice that's happened now.
We're going to get home at 4 in the morning.
I know. Free throw number 1 for Alexander's on the way. That one's up and in.
So just to reiterate, the Thunder shooting 59% from the field, 42% from the three-point line, and 96% from the free throw line.
Second free throw's up and in. There's the horn to end the third quarter. And Denver's end of the bench will be in, probably against the Thunder's end of the bench when we come back here in a moment. Fourth quarter coming up next. Denver down 124-76 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Sports Radio Network is brought to you by Central City.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
But seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Get ready, Nuggets Nation. It's the Nuggets and Thunder Game 3 Friday here in Denver.
Mile High City, baby!
And we've got a Nuggets viewing party at number 38 in Rhino. The party starts at 6 with Berto's Blitz. Andy Lindahl will be in the house with your shot at an Aaron Gordon signed jersey.
Aaron Gordon, a man among boys!
cheer on the Nuggets and enjoy $20 Michelob Ultra pitchers all night. The Nuggets Game 3 viewing party at number 38 in Rhino from Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Headed up the hill for some fun and excitement? In Central City, guests come first. Want to play craps? They'll make room for you at the table. Don't get sports betting? They'll teach you. Like steak? They'll cook it just right. There's lots of casino options too. Colorado owned and operated, Asian themed, craft brewery focused, and casino hotels too. So next time you're going up the hill, take the quick and easy drive to Central City, I-70 to exit 243 and the Central City Parkway. Your 4 lanes to fun.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Hey Colorado, we're changing the way you buy and service a vehicle. This is Tyler Wood, owner of the all-new Mountain Hyundai, with Colorado's largest Hyundai service department in the only indoor showroom where you can buy your ride inside. Get same-day service without an appointment and choose from a massive new Hyundai and used vehicle inventory. Find us just north of the Denver Mousetrap, right on the Boulder Turnpike. Visit us at themountainhyundai.com and experience Colorado's largest new Hyundai destination.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
I'm sure it's happened before, but not in my memory. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a plus 51. That little nugget of the game is brought to you by Redbird Farms Chicken, what real chicken tastes like, available at King Soopers City Market and Safeway. Watson with the steal and a breakaway and a dunk. Nuggets are down 124-78. And back the other way comes Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins has it at the point. He goes to the left hand on Strother, spin move, layup is short and no good. Rebound down to Peyton Watson. Watson has it up the right sideline and runs into a defender. He gets in the paint, little fadeaway. Good again. 124-80. Back the other way is A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell has it at the point, gets a high pick from Jalen Williams. Goes to the right hand, he's in the paint. Crazy floater, no good. Rebound tip, put back up and in by Kenrich Williams, who checked in for the first time in this series. Up the right sideline is Peyton Watson, just underway here in the fourth quarter. Hands it off to Strother, right side now Pickett. Pickett gets a pick from Najee, moves off of that. Back over to Zeke on the pick and pop. He gets in the paint. Ball wrestled out of his hands, but stepping out of bounds was Jalen Williams.
I have something else I'd like to tell you. I would
Katie, you can talk for 12 straight minutes.
I would much rather lose this way.
Yeah, as
than
opposed
lose
to by a buzzer.
Very close game. Because one, you're embarrassed. Think about game 3.
Yeah.
Against the Clippers.
Oh yeah.
And the game 4, I know it was a much closer game, but the Nuggets came out and were so much more physical, so much more aggressive. They clearly were embarrassed by the way that game 2. No, I'm talking about this wrong. Game 3 went. Game 3, game 4.
4.
In LA.
Yeah. Game 3, game 4. Well, what's the classic quote from Mike Tyson? Everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
Yes. And now what's the plan? What's the plan?
Then you better figure it out from there, right?
Exactly. You adjust and you erase this one. You take what you can take from it, and you move on and you try again in game 3. And you're at home now. Right. You did what you needed to do out here by getting 100%. One game.
Yeah, I mean, you did. By the way, what you missed there is a three-point play by Strother, foul on the other end. But, yeah, you're right. If you talk to any – I know Nugget fan is pissed right now, and I get it, man. I know you're upset, Nugget fan. But listen, 5 days ago, if I said to you, we're going to go to Oklahoma City, are you going to be okay with the Nuggets getting 1 out of 2 down there?
100 million %.
So you can't. I get you want to be greedy.
They are greedy. We're getting greedy.
But you split in Oklahoma City, the best team in the NBA. And you beat them in game 1. Second free throw is no good. Rebound down to Jalen Pickett. So rest assured, folks, this is why you
Nobody
play the
panic.
Game. I know. Just everybody calm down. Starting with Katie and our stats guy. Hunter Tyson, left side over to Najee for 3. Jumpers up and in. 126-86. And Denver cuts it down to 40.
Woo!
Top of the key is AJ. Throws it off down low over to Williams. Williams hands it off to Isaiah Joe. And that jumper's up and in. Here comes Peyton Watson. Katie, I'm going to make you smile at least here in 1 second, okay?
Oh, I can't wait.
High right side
I know what's coming.
I know. You know what it is, too. Jalen Pickett, left side over to Strother. Strother's in the paint. Throws it away. Loose ball picked off by Isaiah Joe. No relation to Cotton Eye. Throws it off over to Kenrich Williams. Back behind him, back over to AJ. AJ Mitchell goes to the right hand, leans in. Reverse side layup won't go. Rebound tipped around, run down by Hunter Tyson.
That was a good one, Cos.
Thanks.
Really good.
We have another good one in this game, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Pickett has it on the right side, inside the arc, 12-footer, jumper's no good.
I mean, Williams, the opportunities are endless.
Oh, yeah. Rebound comes down to Wiggins. Wow, that was an intercepted pass by Kenrich Williams. Those two are not related. And that'll be a foul on Denver. And, folks, I don't want you to think that me and Katie here are enjoying this game or making fun of it. Trust me, we're hurt just like you, but we're trying to keep this thing somewhat entertaining to our listeners here so we can find a way to win game number 3. Free throw number 1 by Kenrich is up and in. He'll have one more.
I also just think there's an element of this game is what it is. And
right.
It's a 7-game series for a reason.
Right.
You're not going to win every single game. And again, in a way, I do feel like Oklahoma City is going to feel pretty good about themselves after this.
Yeah.
They're going to feel like, we did it. We came out. We did what we needed to do. Look at how we can beat them. And the Nuggets are very aware of, we did not play well.
Right.
But we feel fine about where we're at in the series.
Yeah, we're 1-1. Strother has it, turns the corner. A little teardrop is up and in for Strother. 130-88. Then back the other way comes Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins has it, top of the key over to Jalen Williams. Williams off to Joe, the cutter. Throws it off to Kenrich Williams. Back over to Mitchell. Travel call, Mitchell. By the way, is this the most generic lineup for last names in the NBA right now?
I mean, it's pretty close.
I mean, you got
Smith.
Williams.
You're missing a Smith.
Williams, Mitchell, Joe. And now more substitutions coming in.
Jones just checked in. Dylan Jones.
Dylan Jones out there now. Yep, you're right. Well, that's a good backcourt pick there by Hunter Tyson. High left side is Pickett over to Hunter. Three-pointer. Rims out. Rebound down to Zeke Najee. Steps in the paint. Was stripped out of his hands in a steal. Isaiah Joe has it. Left side over to Mitchell for 3, and it's good. Nuggets down 133-88. 8 minutes left to go in the contest. Peyton Watson hands it off over to Hunter Tyson. Tyson over to Strother. Strother back out on top over to Hunter Tyson. Tyson hands it off to Watson. Shot clock at 6 here. Watson goes baseline, got shoved out of bounds. Throws out of it to Pickett. Top the key, Strother 3. Rims out again. And the rebound comes down in traffic to the Oklahoma City Thunder and Ousmane Dieng. Dieng has it to Joe. Ball's deflected and stolen. Loose ball comes down to Pickett. Pickett has it at the point. Throws it off to Najee in a 3. That one's no good. Boy, these 3-pointers are close. They hit front of the rim, back of the rim. Back the other way is Mitchell. He goes coast to coast, knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. Last touch by A.J. Mitchell.
Good hands from Jalen Pickett right there. Nice defensive play.
Bucko Chanchar is up and off the bench here for Denver.
Friend of the program.
He is a friend of the program. Pickett gets the outlet pass off over to Peyton Watson. Watson has it up the right sideline. Top of the key over to Najee. Najee dribble handoff Strother. Strother goes to the left hand. Hands it off over to Peyton Watson. Watson gets in the paint. Good move. Layup up and in. Nicely done. 133-90. Denver down by 43 points. A.J. Mitchell, top of the key to Kenrich Williams. Back over to Mitchell. Mitchell back over to Williams. He's at the baseline. He traveled. He drug his pivot foot. And there's a mandatory timeout on the floor. 6:44 left to go in this basketball game. Denver's down by 43 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Nuggets Nation, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability, like a perfect three-pointer or a game-winning dunk. Choosing aluminum makes an impact, whether you're cheering from the stands, shooting hoops at the park, or enjoying a cold drink during the game. Remember that aluminum is your MVP to build a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Denver. That feeling. The energy. The excitement, the hard work, and the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
Let's it fly!
Mile High playoffs are back.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
Where does a journey to wellness begin? Do you start looking for diet ideas? Or searching for exercise plans? Actually, you don't have to look far. Just look to the first two letters of the word wellness. We means you don't have to figure it out yourself. It means your hopes and challenges are a perfect match for our knowledge and resources. It means anything you want to achieve, together, we can achieve better. Because wellness begins with we. Intermountain Health, the power of we.
The Nuggets and Thunder series is about to shift to the Mile High City.
And the crowd is into it.
And all day Friday. It's a Nuggets Playoff Ticket Friday. Every Altitude show has your shot to see the Nuggets and Thunder at Ball Arena.
This is all you want out of the playoff game, people.
Listen all day on the 20s for keywords to text and enter. When you hear your name, hit us back within 5 minutes and you win.
Get yourself some.
From the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. The Nuggets and the Thunder on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Any rebroadcast of this game is strictly prohibited without the written consent of the Nuggets or the NBA. Berg Simpson injury lawyers remind you that when the game is on the line, call 303-790-2525. If you've been injured, contact Berg Simpson. Good lawyers, changing lives. Bucko Chanchar is on the floor now for Denver, and here comes Jalen Pickett. Pickett dribble handoff over to Hunter Tyson. Tyson throws it off on the high left side over to Chanchar. Chanchar dribble handoff to Strother. Strother picks up his dribble, throws it on the right side to Pickett. Somebody's got to do something here. Clock's winding down. Pickett you got to shoot it. Fade away, out of bounds three is an air ball. And that'll be a shot clock violation on Denver.
They didn't even get past the three-point line on that offensive possession. Got to attack and roll and have action away and to the basket there.
A.J. Mitchell has the basketball here for the Thunder. He has it to the point against Pickett. Throws left side over to Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe. Bounce pass down low over to Zhang. Long two. Jumper's no good. Rebound down to Pickett. Pickett has it up the right sideline. Halfway home in the fourth quarter. Little pirouette by Pickett. In the paint to Najee. Layup no good. He got fouled. And that'll be free throws coming up here for Zeke Najee. $133-90 is the score. And Denver's fifth highest pair goes to the free throw, or fifth highest salary goes to the free throw line. Free throw for Zeke Najee is up and in. He'll have one more.
The Nuggets have 24 points in the paint at this point of the game. I should have checked it. What was it at the end of the third quarter? It was 16.
Wow.
They average about 58 points during the regular season per game.
While we're on this, what's our transition points?
20 per game.
No, but what is it now?
5.
Wow.
End of the third quarter, it was 3.
That is insanity. High left side is Isaiah Joe. Denver, three-pointers up and in. Denver dominated the rebounds, Katie. What is that now? So I don't have to put on my glasses.
It is 31-41. I think they had like 60 rebounds in that
64,
game one.
I think.
They missed some shots, obviously, but
Tyson has it on the right side over to Pickett. Oh, he's picked from behind. It's a breakaway. A.J. Mitchell dunked, 2 hands.
which is a transition too. 19 turnovers for 30 points off of those turnovers. And the Nuggets won game one, even though they turned it over, and the Thunder scored a lot off of those turnovers too. So they have to be cleaner with the basketball.
Strother three is nothing but net. 138-94.
That was a good-looking shot.
Less than 5 minutes to go in game number 2 here. And then we can leave Oklahoma City and go back to Denver. Isaiah Joe three. That one's good again. I spent 12 days in Oklahoma City for 3 days. Timeout Denver. 4:47 left to go in this basketball game, and Denver is down 141-94 on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Columbus. Hey, Colorado, this is Tyler Columbus from PhD, weekdays noon to 3. You've got the Nuggets and Thunder, game 2. Tomorrow at noon, D-Mac, Scott Hastings, and myself will talk about what this series looks like after tonight. And Friday, PhD has your shot at tickets for Denver and Oklahoma City at Ball Arena. On the home of Mile High Playoffs, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Denver, that feeling, the energy, the excitement, the hard work, and the belief. Every light shines brighter. Every shot is bigger.
Let's it fly!
Mile High Playoffs are back.
We've always known Redbird Farms for being the fan favorite chicken at home or in your favorite restaurant. Now you can find it behind the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market. You can choose fresh, hand-picked cuts of flavorful chicken breast, the wing, the thighs. Get the perfect portions for any occasion when you're cooking by yourself or feeding the whole team at home. It's perfect for grilling, roasting, any way you crave your chicken. It's gotta be Redbird. Available fresh, frozen, and now at the butcher counter at King's Supers and City Market.
Redbird Farms. There's lots of reasons to make Central City your first stop when you're heading up the hill. Want to play craps? They'll make room for you at the table. Don't get sports betting? They'll teach you. Like steak? They'll cook it just right. That same bartender will be working every trip up and pour your shot of tuaca as soon as you sit down. In Central City, guests come first. Get there in less than an hour. Take I-70 to exit 243 and the Central City Parkway. Your 4 lanes to fun.
At 9 News, our weather impact team prioritizes alerting you early and often when disruptive weather comes to Colorado. We explain when severe weather will hit, how it will directly affect your life, and deliver information that keeps you prepared. When we experience any weather that impacts or inconveniences you, we'll issue a weather impact day. Be prepared and stay connected during severe weather with your 9 News Weather Impact Team.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver, Oklahoma City on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Pointing out the string here in game number 2. Nuggets are down 141-94. Denver coming out of the timeout. Zeke Naji on the inbound over to Jalen Pickett. Pickett has it across the timeline. He's up the left sideline, top inside the arc over to Vlatko Čančar. Great pass down low to Hunter Tyson. Couldn't finish the layup but got fouled. And that'll be free throws here.
Really great pass.
It was. Hey, Katie, you want to kind of do something fun since we're not doing anything else?
Sure.
Okay, so I told you earlier I'm back on Twitter.
Yes, you're back. Kaz is back on Twitter, everybody.
Okay.
What's your handle?
No, I'm going to tell you. It's at Kaz Nuggets, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to show you right now.
It's at Kaz, K-O-Z, Nuggets.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's Kaz Radio is his title, so
Okay.
go follow him.
And so I have 115 followers, right? Okay, so now you tweet something and tell
About you?
Yeah, and then
I just followed you.
And I want to see how many people jump on board
Okay.
here. Okay, that'll be kind of fun. Second free throw by Hunter Tyson is up and in. And the inbound goes to Jones. Damian Jones has it top of the key to Kenrich Williams. Back over to Jones. Throws it on the left side over to Isaiah Joe. Back on top over to Jones. Driving a dish in the corner to Jang. Usman Jang. Jump shot from the wing is on the way. That one's short. Rebound down to Vlatko Čančar. Outlet pass off over to Jalen Pickett. Pickett has it inside the arc. Right side over to Čančar. Has it knocked out of his hands and a steal by the Thunder. In the front court, layup is on the way, and that one's up and in by Jones.
I just so strongly believe that the Nuggets understand how they need to respond.
I do too.
I'm sitting here thinking about that, and I'm like, okay, got to get through the rest of this game, understood. But like, I truly am like, no, they know what they need to do.
I have 100% faith in that. There's a back-to-back turnovers there for Denver. Pickett had his pass deflected. Back the other way is A.J. Mitchell. Layup is up and in. Dangerously close to a 50-point lead here. Back the other way comes Strother. He gets run into by Isaiah Joe, and that'll be a foul on Joe. And that'll be Denver basketball on the side. Jalen Pickett will look in. Pickett looks in. Bounce pass off over to Hunter Tyson. 15 on the shot clock still. Has his pass deflected. He gets the loose ball back. Tyson working hard there against Jones. Can't get past him. Now he does. Reverse side layup is up and in.
Wow, that was relentless. Hunter Tyson making moves, getting past defenders right there.
Back the other way comes Kenrich Williams. 50 more followers and that fast. Down low, layup is on the way. That one is no good. Katie's worldwide, man. I swear to God. Back the other way comes Hunter Tyson, hands it off over to Strother. Strother between the rings. That's a whistle and a foul called on A.J. Mitchell, and that'll be Denver basketball at the free throw line here. We'll get a couple of them. Denver's now in the bonus with 2:47 to go.
Are you planning on going live every intro?
No, I think
Tell me how you're going to use.
Well, I really don't know, because as we all know, I suck at this, right? But I do think that
there's room for improvement.
I know.
Be kind to yourself.
Well, I only have one way to go, really.
Be kind to yourself, yes.
But I think that, like, Nugget fan would appreciate seeing the intros on the road because they don't get to be here.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So that's the only reason I do it there. Second free throw is up and in. But I'm not going to be one of those guys that, like, when I get a burrito, I'm going to send a picture out. You know, I
Of
don't.
the burrito?
Yeah.
I think you should maybe like record a couple
Food
videos.
things?
No, of you calling the game.
Oh, is that legal?
I think so. If it's you and not the game, yes, it's you.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
There's a foul
Like it
on
would have
Denver.
been fun to see a video of your call of the last game.
Oh, like shooting a video of me on
Yes.
Aaron Gordon's game winner?
Yes,
That's
exactly.
a good idea.
You calling it, yes.
Free throw number 1 is up and in for Ousmane Dieng. and
I'm
they'll have
also a really big fan of you doing play-by-play of literally any mundane things happening.
You know how
in
many
the
times I
world.
do that? I do that for my friends, like in life. Here comes the postman.
Yeah, perfect. Yes. Those types of videos. You know, when you just like you need something to smile about, something to cleanse your palate a little bit.
You're so smart, Katie.
Oh, thanks.
Pickett has another whistle. It's going to be a foul on Jones.
Okay, just to get back to business so that we,
So we're in a good mind frame heading into
talk
game
about
3.
some things here. Because I know people want to hear about the game, and we're trying to give something up to everybody, right? Someone who needs a little smile, someone that wants some constructive criticism, all those things. Denver could be better in so many ways after this game. And Oklahoma City maybe couldn't be better in
I don't think
a
they
whole
can
lot
play.
of ways.
I don't think they can play better than
they're
what
putting
they
up
saw.
147 points,
Yeah.
so that's absurd. However, Denver did not play their game, did not run, did not defend, did not score inside, got to the free throw line, but you need to get back to Denver Nuggets basketball. You need to get back to your identity. Only 17 assists again in this game.
Yeah, see, and they normally if they get to 30, they win almost all the time.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get assists when nobody's making shots,
Exactly.
though, too, right?
But what kind of shots are you creating? How are you
Right.
creating them?
There's a Denver trying to force a turnover on Dieng, but he comes away at the loose ball. Dieng has it back behind him over to A.J. Mitchell. Little jumper from the wing won't go. Rebound down to Vlatko Chunchar. Less than 2 minutes to go in game number 2. Good strong pick by Najee. Gets it on the pick and roll. Dump off down low to Hunter Tyson, and layup is up and in. Denver down by 44, 147 to 103. Isaiah Joe has it. Top of the key over to Kenrich Williams. Hands off back behind him to Ousmane Dieng. Dieng for 3. Missed it. Rebound comes down to Zeke Najee. Outlet pass off over to Strother. Strother, deep 3. Short, no good. Hunter Tyson the board. Goes back up in the paint. That one is off the back of the rim and no good. Rebound down to Kenrich Williams. Williams goes right to the rim, leans in, layup no good. Rebound comes down to Najee. Outlet pass off over to Pickett. In the front court, Vlatko Chunchar. Down low to Julian Strother. Strother has it in the paint. Hook shots on the way. That one's off the back, no good. Rebound comes down to Jones. Less than a minute to go. Jones down the lane got fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
I really like Hunter Tyson's energy coming into this game. And same with Julian Strother, too. I feel like he's been very active, trying to get to his shots. But Hunter Tyson's been flying around. 8 points, 3 rebounds in 11 minutes.
That's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Especially, do you know how difficult it is to come into a game like this
Yeah, after you've been
and
sitting
get
around.
yourself up
Yeah,
and say,
yeah.
I want to play the right way here?
Let me show these
Yes.
guys that I can do it
Yes.
right. Yeah. Free throw number 1 for Jones is up and in. And he'll have one more. Dylan Jones at the free throw line. Second free throw is good. 149 to 103. Less than a minute to go. Inbound goes to Jalen Pickett. Pickett has it across the timeline. He's got it out there by A.J. Mitchell. High pick from Chunchar. Throws it to Chunchar on the pick and pop. Vlatko back on the right side over to Pickett. Pickett against Ousmane Dieng. Sidestep 3. Good for Jalen.
Whoa.
149 to 106. Half a minute left to go here. Back the other way is Dylan Jones. Top of the key. Three-pointer Williams won't go. Rebound comes down to Hunter Tyson. Tyson has it across the timeline. He throws it on the left side over to Zeke Najee. Najee back behind him over to Strother. Strother, crossover move, he's in the paint, leans in, floater, left-handed won't go, and that ought to do it. I want to thank Cisco, our engineer here, Ben and Troy Hawk on stats, Jordan Berg on the motherboard back in Denver. There's the horn. Nuggets get blown out in game number 2. Final tonight from Oklahoma City is 149 to 106. And this series is all square. 1 win apiece. Game number 3 come up in Denver in a couple of nights.
Let's go back to Denver and get a couple.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
Let's go home, man. We'll do that. But first, the postgame show is coming up next with Mark Bertinoli on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Oh, my goodness!
Can't tell you how big that bucket was.
This has been Denver Nuggets basketball with Jason Kosmiski. Coming up, highlights, coaches, and player interviews on the Denver Nuggets postgame on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Hey Nuggets Nation, it's Moj. You've got the Nuggets and the Thunder game 2, and tomorrow morning, Brett, Vic, and I will have a full breakdown and talk about what happens next as the series shifts to Denver. Oh, and speaking of that, Friday morning we'll have your chance to see Denver and OKC at Ball Arena. You want to go? Be there on your home of Mile High Playoffs. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day tomorrow on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
There's the horn.
Nugget Station. Game's over. We've seen the alley-oops, the assists, the clutch three-pointers. The Nuggets left it all on the floor. Now it's your turn to close out strong. When you recycle your aluminum cans, you score big for sustainability. Let's celebrate together and go all in for a sustainable future. All in for the Nuggets. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
It matters who your lawyer is. At Berg Simpson, we truly care about the quality work